he knows.
Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Fable of the White Rabbits. Now, before we start the game, I do have some quick announcements to make. Announcement 1, you guys probably seen at the top of the screen there, that is our follower goal. So once we get 30 followers, everyone in the party will get a hero point to spend whenever they want. As well, after getting a hero point this way, they can save this hero point and they can have like an in-game hero point and a out-of-game hero point. So if you guys want to help out the players, you guys can inspire them by giving us a follow. Also, we're trying to get the word out, so please do share with everybody you can. Oh, I believe another player just joined. But, as well as the following goal, we also have another sad announcement. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts and due to going back to school, our great friend who plays Mitoshi, Umbreon, will be unable to continue the campaign. I will give an in-story reason of why they left in a moment when we actually start the game. But they are unable to play, but they are safe, they are fine, so do not worry. And for this session, due to work scheduling, Tix will also be unable to join the session. But everyone else is here and is ready to play. One of our players may have to dip, or one of our players may have an emergency, but when that happens, you guys will be notified of what you need to know. Their personal lives do not have any impact on... Like, you guys have no impact on their personal lives due to the fact of if they need to do something, they have to do it. And these are clear boundaries that we are setting. But, other than that, let me remind everybody what happened last session. Last session, after a quick investigation of the outer walls, and also a quick skirmish as the party meet back up, they've learned that the goblins seem to be scaling the walls by riding strange creatures known as wargs. As the party were reconvening and getting attacked by another ambush, the town was raided by the goblins, riding these strange creatures. After fighting off the goblins and scaring the wargs away, not only the party, but also their guild members had helped out by defending other parts of the town. Now, the quest reward has definitely been raised, but as well as the severity of the quest, which means this is meant for a higher ranked personnel. As you guys are considered only D-ranked adventurers at the current moment, the town has requested to up the ranking to at least a C or B standard. Right now, in the office area that you see, this is the day after you guys came back. You see, well, you guys know that the other guild members are kind of discussing amongst themselves about what they want to do. How do they want to proceed? You guys are just hanging around the guild hall. It's about, we'll say this is about sunset? Or not sunset, sunrise. This is about exactly at sunrise. So everyone had woken up. Well, if you want to wake up at sunrise, that is up to you. But everyone had received a long rest, they have rejuvenated, and now we are getting into the game as the players take over. I also learned how to... Oh, there's two... Seth. I also learned how to shift tokens, like off screen, like off the grid, if I wanted
to. That's great.
Cool.
That's so
cool. Cool.
Glad you're happy, Zane.
So, what do the players want to do? Like, what do you want to do during your morning time?
Lotus is gonna sit there and just look at this key that she had just got and is contemplating about it as her left ear is just twitching constantly and as she's thinking.
Doll has taken some charcoal and she's kind of just drawing on a table.
So would you like to move your token to a table first, Cam? Or
Sure.
do you need me to? I'm not sure about the setup you're using.
Good news. I'm home. I'm at my computer right now.
Also, if you guys press Alt while moving your tokens, you guys can be off the grid.
I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Alt on your keyboard.
Oh. How does one...
Do note, this is not useful for combat, but it would be useful for out-of-combat stuff.
It's not letting me do it, but it's fine.
As you're moving them, like pick up the token, press Alt. Okay, press Alt, then pick up. I apologize. Press Alt, then pick up.
Oh.
You have to hold Alt while picking up.
Whee!
Wait!
We're trying stuff out. Thanks for saying Sunnyderosal.
Look, on top of the table!
Apologize. Viewers.
I'm on top of the table!
As Josie, are you actually on the table?
Sure, why not?
As you're reconvening with your familiar, as you just hop on the table, full of excitement for some reason, you feel energized as the gods above have smiled upon you. You have gained 1 hero point for this session. This is a temporary hero point, so you have to use it within this session. So it's not like a normal one.
Okay. What can I use it for?
Here I will.
Remind DM, please remind me.
In the rules, but I will say it's in. Let's see. Hero points. You can either use them to auto pass a skill check. You have to do this before you roll the skill check. Add +5 to hit an opponent with an attack or spell.
Ooh.
Pass a save. This could be for spells or other effects. You just pass the save. When you fall unconscious, you may spend 1 hero point to be at 1 HP instead. Or gain insight. You ask a question to the DM, and he gives you a hint about what's going on, like in the world, and what's related what's related.
Got it. Hopefully, I'll remember that later.
Lotus just look over at the cat, like
Her name is Sophia.
she's looking over at Sophia, like, I'm too early. This is too early for this. I need tea. I need my tea. I need tea. God, I don't want to follow the Dragon Ball. I don't want to follow the Dragon Ball.
Lucille walks over as I just had them there to test this out with a nice tray of breakfast items. They're going to serve this table first. I don't know if you guys actually ordered any breakfast items, so that's between Seth and Nuka. If you did, what you order would be passed out to you. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't think we actually had enough time to actually order anything, or unless that happened, out of game.
That happened. This is mostly. This is just after sunset. This is before the hour after sunset, before the gates rise and you guys go into town. But this
Sunrise.
Yeah, or sunrise. Yeah.
I guess about the perfect time to actually get something to eat for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Something.
The party or is he not on the table?
The question is, did you order something, or are you just having the standard breakfast that they would give you?
I mean, like a standard spread, yeah.
Alright, Seth, you are given some eggs, bacon, and toast, which the bacon is just Canadian bacon, it's just cooked ham. The same.
I mean, sort of, but not. But
If it's from a pig, it's fine.
It's just cooked ham.
No.
Nuka, did you order anything in particular, or do you just want the same spread?
basically normal breakfast, just like nom 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 eggs and bacon, whether it be Canadian or regular, just nom 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 eggs, bacon.
As they also do pass out your drinks, Blue, you were given a nice, rich coffee, you know.
Coffee.
And Nuka, you were given a glass of milk.
Of course.
Blue, you seem to be a little quiet. I'm going, from what the stream is telling me, I'm going to raise... Oh,
Hang on.
Your volume's at max.
I know, my mic's a little far away.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hard to hear even for me. I'm not even in the thing.
You're fine, so I don't know.
It's just the stream is... I can hear him, it's just the stream says you're quiet.
Stream says he's quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, stream.
It's all good, it's all good. But you were given some milk, your doggo...
Wait, you're fine, Jem. You're fine.
Your, what was... Jet, right? Jet was his name? Yeah, your familiar Jet. Great. Your familiar Jet is kind of just flying, wagging its tail, looking at your food.
No.
Can I have some? Can I have some? I want some. Ooh, that looks like meat. I want meat. I want meat.
Ham is not good for dogs. You know that.
Meat is meat.
It's great for dogs.
No, actually, it's not. Not if they're small.
Okay. If it's a small dog, then no.
Blue?
Seb, since Seb got handed his plate first, he's actually gonna like try and like take a hunk out of the ham with his teeth, and after taking like one bite of it, he's just like, he kind of like forces that bite down, and he kind of looks over at the familiar, seeing that it's wanting some of the food, and he's like, "Hey, little dude, catch!"
All right, so I'm going to have Jet roll a. I'm thinking athletics.
It's okay.
Please, God, let it
Yeah.
land on the dog's face. Alright, hang on.
Oh,
That'd be funny.
no, I'm rolling for this
nice.
critical success. Okay, Jet is going to
Nice.
choose critical success and failures.
I'm giving him what he wants. if that's any consolation.
You
I'm
just
kinda
toss
hurt
the
him.
whole piece of ham.
Well, I'm
It's
assuming
it's a
is it
success
slice it,
anyway.
or is it like a big old? Is it like a big old hunk? Is it like bigger than him?
No, it's definitely not bigger than him. I would say
Okay.
it's about the size of the base of your mug, like a standard size mug. It's a decent
Okay.
piece, but it's not
Okay.
huge. However,
It's a decent-
you toss the meat in the air. Jed's going to grab it, and then he's immediately going to choose to move 15 feet away, and he's just going to fly away before Nuka can take it away from him, as he's just flying.
I knew it. It's like, fine, this is mine now. You can't take it away.
mine.
That's assuming he was even going to take it from him. He was like, okay, you want to give my dog food? Okay, fine.
Just in case. Nom nom.
No.
Flying dogs need
Kinda
meat in
laugh
its
at it,
diet.
like-
Yeah, it could.
Is that-
Not only that, but he was actually going to give him something. He was actually going to, see here.
Question is...
I will
Seb
forever
just kinda looks
imagine.
across at you across the table, and he says sorry. He says that meat's not nearly smoked enough for me.
Meanwhile, Doll is just still drawing on the table.
Need to be smoked for at least a few more hours, or cooked for a little bit longer for me to be able to tear through.
Lucille kind of shakes their head as they will then head over to this table.
Lotus is still.
I don't believe Machine Mark needs food, if I remember right.
I don't think they do. I don't know if
I
they.
can double check.
Whether or not they need to is a.
I know
No.
they can, but I'm pretty sure Machine Mark don't need to eat. I think they have basically the Warforged stuff with a bit modifications. I know
Right,
I made it so
they
Machine
can
Mark
eat.
have to sleep.
Yeah, they can eat, but it's not required. Basically.
Ah, here it is. Marks.
It's affirmative, sir.
That is affirmative.
I'm not looking at the character sheet, but I remember something like that.
Machine Marks still need to eat.
Hmm.
They need
Okay.
it as biofuel.
Biofuel.
So I think Tix would have like a really protein-heavy breakfast. If this is wrong, the player can yell at me later about this. So he's going to have his specially ordered multiple eggs, huge pieces of ham, and a very big like glass of like ale. Lotus, what did you order for breakfast?
Give me a moment.
All right. Then we'll
I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to answer a question real fast. She's just Lotus seems not probably to notice her. She's continuing to mutter to herself about the key. I can't really keep it. I don't have the resources to take care of a spirit like this. Oh, my apologies.
Lucille simply sets your tea down and sets a standardized breakfast to you.
Hey, Lucille, can I ask you 2 questions, please?
Oh, of course, Lotus. What's up?
I need to sell this key. Do you know anyone in the town that could possibly take it off my hands or trade it? This is a glutton key.
Who's pouring the drink?
Me, sorry.
It's good. It's good. It's just really loud.
It's a glutton key, and
Well,
unfortunately, it's sort of a curse in my.
we are
Sorry.
we are one of the trade hubs, so I'm sure if you look around, you can find someone to trade or sell it. But if you want the best possible outcome, I recommend the Slide Fox. I recommend the Slide Fox General Store. It's the main. It's one of the main stores in town that actually sells for the town. It's not just passing merchants.
Thanks, Lucille.
That's perfectly fine.
Thanks. Also, do you have a piece of Do you have some
Sorry.
parchment? Do you have some parchment and some writing supplies? I normally send my brother a letter once every few months to a week to know that I'm still kicking and that I've made it here.
Unfortunately,
If I don't,
I don't. That are not meant for guild use only. You can ask Marth or Miss. I'm trying to remember her name out of character real quick. There's the DM. Forgot his lines.
When your DM forgets his own characters' names.
Miss Haruku. She could also have some parchment, but I'm not sure. I do apologize, I was unable to help you. As she then turns around, giving a glare. Oh, that's upside down.
At me?
Giving a glare! And slowly walking with with kind of a smile.
oh, hey, go easy on her. She's like a child. Oh no, not her. I thought you were gonna yell at the doll, but no.
No, she met. I think met me.
Yeah, it's the one that's on the table.
Is my familiar saying anything?
You got yourself in this. I'm not helping.
Of course.
This is an establishment, ma'am. I would kindly ask you to please get off this table.
Sorry.
Lotus,
It's off the table.
Lotus just takes a bite out of her pancakes and snickers.
No, you did not order pancakes. Pancakes are actually more of a. It's a better meal, so that would have cost you money. You got the standard meal, which was most likely like toast, ham, and eggs.
She's just gonna eat the she's gonna eat the eggs and the toast, and and she's gonna look directly at the dog and just wave the meat, wave the meat towards his direction like you want it.
So, Sophia.
Yes.
Now, I have full jurisdiction over the cleaning operations of this establishment. Considering the fact that you've just decided to be an uncivilized person who clearly does not have any self-respect, how about you clean?
I just got excited. That's
how
all.
about you clean the stables for the next week?
Ooh, yowza!
Or I have a spare uniform. You can help work the front desk for the next week. Up to you. Stables or front desk duty.
Take the front desk.
Oh, I promise you, the front desk is a lot worse than stable duty.
Of course.
Yeah, because the front desk means you actually have to socialize with people.
She has no problem with that.
I feel bad for the horses. Not because of her, because of the
Because front desk duty also has to keep the rest of the front area looking nice as well. It's not just filing paperwork.
I see.
I'll give you a minute to choose. As she walks away. Tier C.
I have some. Did she give me food too?
No.
Why?
She doesn't have that much room on her tray. She's going back to the kitchen to get more food.
Oh, okay. She's
That, and considering you just got yourself in trouble.
You're gonna be the one getting their food last.
Of course.
Oh, great. What's your dog?
But hold on. But real quick, Tier C.
Mhm.
You are looking at the doll's drawing.
Yes.
Let's RP this a bit.
Where'd you get that, and what are you drawing?
Also, Cam, if you want to use the draw tool to draw on the table, you can. Just don't draw horribly. Like, don't draw, like, all over the map.
Don't draw a penis.
This is
He never said he
extreme,
couldn't draw.
Mel.
He never said that he couldn't draw a penis. All he said was don't draw all over the map.
Right, it's not going to be my usual quality because I don't have my tablet.
That's fine.
You're fine. Do what you can.
But
it's a lot more detailed and is actually artistically beautiful. But you see Doll drawing a woman. She's like putting in a lot of detail into the face. She's rubbing in the charcoal into the table, like doing shading.
one moment. Doll, do you have art supplies or anything like that?
No, I just found the charcoal laying around.
Alright, then I'm going to add... Well, this is mostly for skill check. I don't care if you have charcoal. This is mostly for a skill check. Let's see. I will give you the option between sleight of hand. I would argue acrobatics could be used for quick hand movements for drawing purposes. Or nope, sleight of hand would just be the best option there. Maybe just a straight intelligence check. No, history. So sleight of hand, history, or yeah, just sleight of hand or history. You can roll one of those to see how well your drawing is. Okay.
I am proficient in painter supplies.
That is. Are painter supplies and art supplies different? That's my question.
I mean, you would think they wouldn't be, considering art is any form of expression. Painting is
You
just
are correct, Cam. They are not separate, so you can roll your painting supplies using your dexterity modifier as like your toggle skill. It is a very well detailed drawing. Would you like me to describe this drawing, or would you like you to describe what they look like?
So this is basically just determining. I'll describe her.
Yeah, this is just determining the amount of details.
Whoa. Who has the Discord?
Oh.
Come
That was my end.
It
Oh.
is.
Sorry.
It is
You're fine.
clearly a darker skinned woman based on the just based on the shading and the skin tone. Her hair is extremely curly and several shades lighter. The doll is putting great detail into the woman's face, her eyes and lips. The woman also has like this cheeky grin on her face. I would describe the rest of the body, but the woman the doll is drawing is completely nude.
So, looks like a lady. We'll just go with that.
Looks got the lady.
It looks she's not she looks human based on everything else.
Oh,
Sorry.
Dang.
Doll, she is intently focused on this drawing, and is every time she has to rub in the shading on like the face or something, she takes her time.
As you take your time making the art, you noticed all that Tirsi is watching you. I know you say you're focused, but I would also say Doll could be somewhat aware of the surrounding area. So, you notice Tirsi watching you as you draw. Tirsi, what is your reaction to all this?
I'm just intently looking at this and just kind of not exactly getting mesmerized, but just kind of interestingly watching as the art comes to be, and just if Doll looks at me, I just go, do you know this woman?
I do not know if I do or not.
Well, you know her in great detail, I would say, so...
I know she is important. I know that I should be near her. But I do not know who she is. I see her when I close my eyes. When I go into rest mode specifically. I know she is somewhere. I do not know much else about her. She's high. As Doll says that, like beneath the woman, Doll begins to draw clouds.
Can I make a religion check to see if this is any gods I've read of? Or if anyone takes a form such as this?
I will state yes. Asterisks.
Okay. Asterisks.
I will say this will be a very difficult check.
Okay.
Do note, Tirsi, you have a hero point. Actually, no, you don't have a hero point. I believe that only if we reach the follower goal, everyone gets a hero point. I know Sophia has one, right? Yeah, Sophia has one. Okay, sorry, I was losing track who has one, who doesn't.
Yes, I have one.
Okay. I have an 18.
18. I will state. Let me take a look at my notes real quick. You think there is a connection between this person and the pantheon that you've studied. However, of all the gods and their normal descriptions, it makes them very unclear who they are. What you do know is they have something, just something to do with, I believe, the Maker. As part of the description of drawing her, the holy symbol of the Maker is present on the forehead of the person.
Okay.
But with this drawing, you cannot gain any more details. What you do know is if this was a brand. Okay, so let me explain this. If this was a brand from a god, normally a neutral line god would give this to someone who more or less agrees with what they believe in. The Maker is the god of machines. Worshipping the Maker revolves around creation, alchemy. They can even be artificers, just a being who wants to see people's creations come to life. It is a true neutral god. But after you try to pull up more information from your intellect about the Maker, your brain gets fuzzy as you unintentionally hold your hand up to your head as you're starting to develop a headache. It almost like something is telling you not to look more into this lady. I do need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? Alright.
The DC is 14. You barely made it.
Wow.
You feel that your mind of what you were trying to understand of the drawing, something was trying to strip you of all the knowledge I just told you. Like, try to remove it from your memory. But you were able to hold on to it. Okay.
At any point, has Lucille already passed us, or is Lucille still out at the other tables?
Lucille had went back to the kitchen to make the other meals because they serve the meal and then they go back to make more of the meals, you know? They're not like making a shit ton of meals at once. They're making sure as they serve they are hot and ready.
Okay. Can I go back towards Lucille and back towards the kitchen?
Yes. You make your way back towards the kitchen as you do, you see Lucille in the back just simply... I'm echoing a bit. It's from Rose. As they are simply making their meal. They're really not doing anything else, so... So you go back there. Lucille is kind of focusing on their task, so they don't really say anything.
I'll and knock on the.
Yes.
Lucille, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I help you, Tirsi?
Odd question, but can you teach me how to cook?
That is an odd question. Sure. I don't think now is a good time, considering that I'm in the middle of trying to make the rest of your allies or companions or party. I don't know what terminology you wish to use. Meals. I don't think they would want accidentally burnt food as their meal. No offense.
That's fine. Can I just maybe help make the plates?
Sure. You can even help me carry them out.
Alright. That's all. That's all I would like to do.
Right.
I'll sit and help make the plates.
After making the plates, you pass out the rest of the food to everyone else. Does anyone else wish to do anything in the guild hall, or because now we're getting closer to the time of after everyone eats, does anyone want to make their way over to the town?
I'm just going to finish up my drawing until I think it's perfect.
I'd like to really quick go and knock on the guildmaster's door to ask him about paper and ink, just to write a letter to my brother.
Alright, first to Cam.
Sorry.
And then we'll do everyone else, then you, okay, Rose? Not Rose, okay, Mel?
Okay.
Alright, so as you head over, okay, as everyone else gets their food and eats, Doll, make me one last check of painter supplies. Like, you're aiming for perfection. You're aiming for the exact details of this lady. As you continue to draw, the image gets a bit mushy, so you're not able to do the exact image you want. Overall, it's satisfactory, but you're not pleased with it, if you understand what I'm saying with that. And at this point, you do run out of the charcoal you were using for the painter supplies.
Great. Upset, Doll is going to start wandering and following the people who have been helping her. She still doesn't fully understand what's going on, but she wants to be helpful.
Alright. Doll, you do know that this is a guild, and the guild here helps people for money. You guys are currently on a mission to try and hurt some really bad monsters. You understand that fundamentals.
Yeah. I just don't know what else to do.
So
I am just following people.
Alright. We'll put you there for now, Lotus. But everyone else. You guys notice Tick getting up from his seat. Alright, guys, well, I was asked by Marth to do something. I'm going to help with the guards guarding the town for the day. I'm pretty sure you all can take care of these nuisances by yourselves. I believe in you. And I wish you luck. As he will start heading towards his guard duty.
Hate attack.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm just getting him out of the way. What does Nuka and Sev do first? What do you two do? Like, you just finished your breakfast. What do you want to do?
Oh yeah.
Knowing him, he's probably going to spend time with his sisters. I
Yeah,
don't have my
I
funds at the
definitely
moment
finished my breakfast for
because
sure.
reasons.
Well, this is over like the course of like 20 to 30 minutes. Would you like seconds or anything, Sev?
No. Just would like to, I guess, just have just chat with Nuka, and I guess I don't know.
Nuka, do you mind if I describe your sisters?
Yeah, I don't really know what kind of. I know they're stuck in dolls, but I'm not sure what kind yet.
Well, if you'll let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Sev, as you look over to Nuka, he kind of pulls out how many sisters? 2 or 3?
2.
2. He pulls out 2 dolls. One of them is wearing a red dress, and the other one looks to be wearing a blue dress. It's one of those sack dolls. It's not really a full-on like Barbie, but it's one of those beanbag sack dolls they used to have in the day. As you kind of set them against like your glass to help them stability because they can't move on their own. They can communicate, I will say, as Nuka, your sisters are. We're so, brother. I'm so happy you're safe, brother. As Sev and Sophia, as you're walking by, seeing the dolls, you can hear a small child's voice coming from one of them.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over there and just sit at their table, listening.
I suppose it would sound like a kid since they're little.
Yeah. You also note that no matter how long ago you transmute them, weren't they supposed to be younger than Nuka? It could also be the voice is due to the transmutation. They just sound like that, you know?
Yeah, I think
they're close to teenagers to young adults by the time your event happened, if I remember right.
they were. Yeah, I mean they were a little bit younger, but
So preteens.
yeah. So he's technically the oldest, but yeah.
Brother, are you gonna keep leaving us in that dark satchel of yours? I know we can't see well, but
Not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about.
brother, who are these strange people that are staring at us?
Yeah, they're newer. I think that one is Sav, points at blue.
As you point, you also physically move the dolls so they can see Seth a bit better.
Yeah.
They can see his silhouette, like, from the shadows, but not really him. One of them says, he looks scary.
So are you that?
Can Sev hear that?
You guys can! These guys are talking
Yeah,
out
they're
loud!
talking very clearly.
They're not.
You just see him visibly just kind of smirk at that, just like.
Oh no, okay. He's gonna eat us!
Oh no, he's not.
No.
That came from definitely the younger of the two.
They were twins.
Yes.
Dare.
The two girls were a set of twins, so I guess younger by maybe a few minutes.
I'm not gonna hurt you, little one. Don't worry.
Sophia, you can sense anger coming from your familiar.
Anger?
Anger.
Okay.
Did you forget to feed your cat?
No.
That would have been annoyance.
To my familiar. Alright, Midnight, what's wrong?
Found magic at play. They glare at Nuka. An evil source in front of us, disguised as an ally.
Don't judge things.
I don't judge things. 2 souls trapped in dolls in front of me? Soul magic is one of the most cruel things you can do to anybody.
Yeah,
It starts hissing.
Yeah, but the cat unfortunately doesn't have the context yet.
Yeah, that's the main
That's
thing.
the problem.
As it just starts. It just starts.
Hissing.
It starts hissing, and it even gets up on the table, staring Nuka down.
Do you think about asking them? Possibly why they did
You're
it?
not
before
over
they-
there.
Yeah, you can't hear the
You're
cat.
over here.
Not only that, but the only one that can hear the cat is Josie's character, so
Yeah.
as far as Nuka knows, Cat just got mad for no reason.
So wait, Mike, that was
Midnight.
meowing into the mic. Was that about what we heard?
Midnight?
He doesn't close the bag, but he safely puts his sisters in it, but doesn't close it, so they can
As you attempt to grab your sisters, Midnight.
I grab Midnight.
Hold on. Midnight is going to attempt to grab your sisters away from you. So Midnight will attempt to contest your grapple. Nuka, please roll a strength-based check. Or you may roll athletics if you have proficiency in the skill. Rose, can I have Midnight also roll a strength check on your end? I'd like you to roll it.
Yes. Yes, I can. Sorry, I'm eating chips too. Sorry. I'm just hungry.
Let me see, is strength or athletics, I think? What do you want me to
You
roll?
want me to roll normal
Hang on,
for that? For
Jesse.
Midnight?
What are you wanting me to roll?
It could be strength or athletics, and yes, it's just a straight roll, no modifiers, no disadvantage or advantage. And this is from your character, nothing else, Gray.
Yeah.
And I'll say the intent, the cat is wanting to grab your dolls and run away with them.
I would try to grab Midnight before that happens.
One thing, Josie, Midnight still gets to attempt the grapple.
Oh.
As you did not say anything as Midnight was on the table. Like, before Midnight tried to grab them, you didn't say anything.
Oh. I thought I did, sorry.
No. I did not want to do that. There we go.
I rolled a Midnight strength correctly.
Mm-hmm,
Midnight,
you did?
I mean,
Alright, Nuka, as you try to grab your sisters again, Midnight takes them and... Okay, so we're gonna work with Midnight's movement. Boop, boop, boop. They just start flying over here with them.
Midnight!
Foul magic! I will learn a way to set you free, you poor souls.
Midnight! Bring them back. You don't know why they're like that. Now come back with them right now.
Midnight will disobey your order.
Midnight?
As you feel disappointment from Midnight and someone else.
Oh.
Not major disappointment from the other person, but the other person that you're feeling this from seems to understand what you're trying to say. Still a little disappointed, though. Nuka.
Who's this other person?
You don't know.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What happens to those two? You kill her myself.
I'm so sorry. Serena tells Retro's character what her familiar said.
roleplay it.
I forgot what.
Nuka. That's Nuka is Breakfast character.
Okay, Nuka. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll try to get them back for you. I'm so sorry. Why are your, if you don't mind, pray tell, why are they like that? I'm so sorry.
Jet!
Midnight, come here right
Jet
now.
looks at you, waiting for orders. It looks like he was about to pounce on the cat.
Go for it.
Midnight,
All right,
come
can
here.
Jet please roll a athletics or can Jet roll an athletics or strength check? Midnight, please roll another strength save or acrobatics check. As Jet will pounce on Midnight.
Let's see. I need to roll.
Athletics or strength check. If you don't have athletics as a skill, you can just roll strength. Or you may choose to roll acrobatics and dexterity.
I rolled a 9 again. Woo!
9. We only roll 9s in this house.
So what are they rolling for?
Jet, the familiar, is pouncing on Midnight and trying to get the dolls back.
Okay.
Midnight quickly glides under, and Midnight is now going to treat Nuka and Jet as hostile, as Midnight will enter initiative.
Fun.
Oh no.
Midnight, please roll initiative. Or
Okay.
actually, if you want, I can control Midnight for this.
Okay, want me to still roll initiative?
I'll roll it.
Okay. Oops. I forgot
We'll
to
use it. You've already rolled it, so we'll use it.
I forgot to click
And
on.
the bloody token is still broken. Ugh. Jet, please roll initiative,
Again.
and Nuka, roll initiative. Sophia, do you wish to interfere?
I will interfere, try to get my familiar to cooperate.
So both Nuka and Sophia roll initiative as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I attempt to keep track of the fight and only interfere at a very key moment?
You want to hold an action.
Well, yeah.
Potentially.
Is there any way that I can hold a gust cantrip to where if the twins are separated from Midnight, I want to push them away from Midnight?
Is Gus a cantrip?
Yes.
Can I double check real quick on your sheet?
Here, I can post it really quick if you want me to.
That also works. I see it on your sheet. Yeah. Okay. So you can hold an action. You can hold an action.
Yeah. That's basically what I want to do. Is if the opportunity comes up to where the twins get separated from Midnight, I want to increase that distance.
Okay. So your initiative is 19, and
Do you need me to roll initiative for that or no?
No. We can just say you hold it, but
Okay.
okay, Nuka, your turn first.
If either one of you were to look at Seb, you would notice a small bit of blue arcane energy, like sparking between his fingertips.
So Nuka.
You just
Double check out of character. How much do the twins weigh?
The dolls.
Are they like
dolls?
They
Are
are
they
the. They are very light. They're about 0.3 pounds each. As
Okay,
I believe
perfect.
that's what Nuka marked them as in his inventory.
Yeah, perfect.
Dang.
As long as they're less than
Yeah,
5 pounds,
not-
we're good.
Yeah, they're not that heavy.
Sophia is not speedy.
Sophia is still injured from yesterday.
Yeah.
Forget, she's still gonna get noms. I'm just gonna nom. He's
Sorry.
just like, I don't care. He's just like thinking to himself, it's like, I don't care if I get in trouble for this. I'm going to look after my sisters. Hop!
I'm so sorry. I didn't know my cat was gonna do this. I'll try my best to get your family back to you. That's why I tell,
He's not even paying attention to you. He's more worried about your sisters. Okay. You can tell him, but that doesn't mean he's going to be paying attention.
Okay.
So basically, you trying to talk to him, and he's just like, must get siblings. Only family left. Re. Alright. We're gonna go with you. He doesn't want to.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that does miss.
Damn.
Dang.
Anything else, Dave? Anything else, Nuka? I almost said Damien.
Player, wrong character. That's okay. I'd probably be doing the same thing. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can do aside from basically be like, look, I don't really care what you think of me, or even if you can even understand me. Frick. Into a damn cat. But I'm going to.
Does my cat understand?
Yeah, he does. Or Midnight does, I'm sorry.
Sure she does. I'm going to do everything I can to protect what is left.
There's the girl. Yeah.
My family.
Alright, Luca, that's the end of your turn. Midnight's turn.
Okay. Hold
on, you can do it on your turn.
Do it on your turn, whatever it is you're doing.
I just forgot what you want me to do.
Seeing that the evil wizard and his foul familiar is now attacking the innocent familiar of the magical girl, Midnight is going to use, as its mouth opens, it's going to use its breath weapon, the Radiant Breath.
On what?
On the dog.
Oh, on the dog. Oh.
Okay.
So the dog must make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 12.
Why can I picture the cat like shooting like sparkles out of its mouth?
It is. Glitter and sparkles are going everywhere.
Glitter and sparkles. You said dex, right?
Mm-hmm. You use dex. You pass, but you take half damage.
Still better than full damage.
Not my fault, Jeb. I'm sorry.
You take 3 damage. Then it's going to use.
The hell? Wait. How do I even for this dog? Because
hold on. I'll do Jet's HP real quick.
Please, because I'm just like
It's token. It's just his token.
Mm-hmm.
It will move here after hitting Jet with a. After hitting Jet with a Radiant Breath, it deals 3 damage and will fly over here, trying to make a way towards one of the open windows. What's the trigger on your held action, by the way?
Babe?
And Blue has checked out.
And we lost Blue. Oh, there he is.
My held action was to. The condition of it was if the twins got separated from Damien.
But
I need
obviously,
something. Okay, I need more of a particular. Like if someone hits the cat or the cat is about to get away.
If I was gonna try to increase the distance between the twins and the cat.
So you want to knock the twins out of the cat's clutches.
Well, no, I was gonna say like if they ever got dropped or once they became separated, like once the twins got separated from him,
then your held action doesn't trigger.
Yeah, I was gonna increase that
Dog's
distance.
turn.
Yeah.
Dog took 3 damage, so dog is at 39. Fucking hell! I forgot how tanky. Dog went down the subclass of making dog super tanky.
Ah, nice.
Dog is almost as tanky as the fighter meant to tank.
Damn.
Now, here's a question. Where exactly are they in comparison to the cat? Like, is the cat, like, holding them in her paws? In her mouth?
In their paws. Kind of cradling them like they're like small babies.
Aww. That's cute.
Okay.
That is
if it was in their mouth, they would have just roasted the dolls with
True.
the radiant breath weapon.
That is true. That is true. But I'm just seeing that's normally a cat thing to do because they normally carry their young in their mouth. So
most cats don't have wings to help them move.
True.
I know that. I know that. I'm just saying in general. That's what.
So what does dog do? Do note, using your breath weapon will also hit the dolls.
Damn it. That's what I was trying to avoid.
You can use your claws. You just can't use an area of effect spell. Or effect.
Yeah, don't want to work with AoEs right now because that's going to completely just.
Wait, just a question. Was it Midnight in melee with the dog?
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't it have an opportunity attack?
Nibble Escapist.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Alright, where is.
My cat or the dog?
The cat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had that. I forgot.
Alright, that does hit. Would you like. Okay, please roll damage.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Was 1d20?
No, just hover over attack. Like the word attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Anything else from the dog or no?
Just trying to
Don't
get
worry.
the dog back. All he wants.
Okay.
Does the cat drop the. Does
Nope.
the cat drop the.
Rose, you remember something about familiars.
Yes.
You can choose to unsummon them by putting them in their pocket dimension as an action.
Right.
They stay at the same health, and they stay at the same spell points. But they cannot take items with them.
Right. So would that be my action to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have an idea. Okay. Alright. Midnight. I know you worry about them, but I'll give you one more chance to give them back to what's their character name again? Dang it.
No, God.
Literally on the turn order.
Sorry. Wherever you took those to Luca. My brain. I hate my brain today.
Alright, do you do anything else with your turn?
I'll say that I give you one more chance before I dispel you. Please do the right thing, Midnight. I know you want to do the right thing. But for right now, we don't know what the situation is, why they're like that. Will you please listen to me?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because it's more of a sentient creature than enough for an animal, so animal handling won't work on familiars.
Dang it! That's what I was thought. Can I use that
So persuasion will be what you use.
for Sophia. Yes, Sophia is a magical girl. Persuasion. There it is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13?
Okay.
Nice.
Do you do anything else?
If they don't do what I say, will desummon them.
But not. Yeah, I think she's just waiting for them to see what they do.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
you want to hold an action to unsummon
Yes.
them. Okay.
If they don't do what I say.
Are you sure?
I'll just hold an action and see what they do first.
You need to tell me what your held action is for.
Either this summon them, but my idea is to either distract them, either try to transform to a magical girl, because I know they like.
Turn into a magical girl to stop your own cat.
You have to choose an action. You cannot choose multiple actions.
Dang it!
So you want to choose so you wish to dismiss them if they do not drop the dolls.
Or at least set them down.
Or set them down or give them back.
Yeah, I want them to give them back or at least set them down to do some. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Blah, blah, blah. I can English.
Okay. He's like walking slowly. Just stand in front of the chair. Look, I just want my sisters.
Anything else, Nuka?
Like, I really did not want to talk about this right now.
Want to do any action?
No.
It is the cat's turn. As they will continue to try to fly away, the action the held by Sophia triggers. As the cat will be dismissed, not stored. So the cat has been dismissed as a familiar. Sophia.
Oh, yes.
There is a difference between storing the familiar and dismissing the familiar.
Okay, what's the difference?
You have to resummon the familiar with the material cost of find familiar.
I meant to say store. I meant to say store.
I asked, are you sure?
I can't English, I'm sorry. I meant to say store. So if I get this after damn question. So for storing
hold on.
Okay, you do the
dolls are grabbed by the dog and returned to Nuka, safe and sound. So, Rose, what is your question? Because that's why I asked you to make sure. Are you sure?
Okay. So my
Yeah,
question
why not?
is, to store my familiar, I don't have to do the the money shit, right?
You don't have to do the money shit if you chose to store it.
Okay, I want to store my familiar.
Unfortunately, that's why I asked, are you sure?
Well, I don't think she knew that storing was an option.
I meant to say storing. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
If you
English.
need
This
to
is-
resummon them out of character, I have stuff that you can help. That can help.
Because I don't know if I have stuff for it.
Alright, this is what
That's
we'll
why.
do. I'll give you this one time. But next time,
Okay.
please be careful with your wording. Because with spells like Find Familiar and spells that state you tell someone to do something or anything like that could really go bad if your wording is not good. So be aware
Got
of
it.
your wording from now on. That's all I'm going to ask of you, Rose, okay?
Okay.
don't
So
Gotcha.
the familiar is stored. It is in its
Okay.
pocket dimension. You can tell it's upset with you.
Of course, I know it will. Can
But-
I talk to it from this dimension?
No,
or...
it's out of your telepathy range.
Okay, so I can. So from this realm, can I summon it back to
You can read, yeah.
As a action, yes. However, I think we need to move from this event to the other
Okay.
players, okay?
Yeah,
So-
got it. As that happened, and Sophia, it's like goes to Luca. It's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm so sorry.
As we're moving on, Seth,
Yeah.
you dispel your magic.
Mhm.
So going back up to the cat and the doll, aka Tiercy and doll, do you two wish to do anything before we move to what Mel is doing? Because after what Mel's doing, you guys will have to make a choice whether you guys want to go hunt for the goblins as a group, or if you guys want to go to the town. So, doll,
Are we still in the tavern?
you're still in the guild hall. Like you're
I want to ask Marth if he knows anything about the woman.
Martha's in his office. Would you like to go to his office with Lotus?
Yes.
Okay, move your token. Tiercy.
I want to go back and just watch and learn via watching if Lucille is doing anything.
Lucille
Cooking-wise.
seems to be cleaning the dishes after passing out the meals. They look like they're about to go collect the plates.
Okay, I'll go collect the plates and hand them to Lucille.
Lucille will thank you for your help. So, during this whole debacle with the whole doll situation, Lotus and Doll, as you guys hear, from the very thin door. Alright, so we have a plan of what we need to do. Just keep your eyes out for him. Okay? If he is if this guy who wrote this fake letter, who I think it is, we need to keep our eyes out and we need to handle this. Eric, you are going to be in the town. Miss Haruku, the church has asked for your aid. Do any of you two have a problem to this? And they kind of said no as they leave. Lotus, you're just standing in the doorway
Lotus was about to knock on the door.
as Eric is going through the wall.
Lotus went to knock on the door.
All right. Well, before you knocked, Miss Haruku would have opened the door.
Lotus sort of jumps a bit. Sweet mother of the celestial king.
Howdy.
Good evening, miss. Can I speak to the guildmaster real quick?
Of course, but do you mind moving out of the way? I have somewhere to be.
My apologies, my apologies.
I accidentally gave her Lucille voice. Thank you, now! I'm trying to remember her voice.
I don't know. You have to go back and watch the previous episode.
Okay. Right on YouTube. You can watch on YouTube.
Only I'm allowed to do the selfless plugs. Sarcastically. As you enter Lotus, the doll. I assume doll follows behind Lotus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Hey, boss. I don't mean to bug you, but if I may ask, do you have...
What is this about?
Nothing. I was just gonna ask if you could spare some paper and a quill and ink real quick. I, kind of used up the last of mine about a couple months ago when I was in the next town over.
And for what business do you need to do?
To write a letter to my brother, so he won't send a search party after me thinking that I'm dead.
He kind of
That would be an issue.
He simply slides some parchment and kind of just looks at his ink and quill and gently slides it over to you.
I'll
Just
return
bring-
it as soon.
Just whatever.
You okay, boss? You seem stressed.
After the attack on the town, things have gotten complicated. And I'm trying to make a difficult decision. Actually, Lotus, could you do me a favor and gather your guildmates, like the ones that were brought in on the same day as you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Lotus would just simply, Lotus has a bad habit of a bit of a hop in her step, so she starts, like, going towards a bit, going, guys?
Alright, as you're doing that, Doll, he just kind of looks at you. And what did you need?
Me?
No, the torch beside you.
Were you really talking to the torch?
He kind of
I love playing this character because I just channel all of my autistic energy into her. Kind of blankly stares. Excuse me, sir. I believe I have discovered something about my past, but I do not know who they are.
Okay.
This unit was curious if you would be willing to assist.
Alright. Listen. Right now, I got a lot on my plate. If you wish for my assistance, you can fill out a guild request, and I will aid you, if I deem it's necessary for my aid. However, at the current moment, we are dealing with a crisis. A lot of innocent people are getting hurt. However, I understand personal shit is personal shit, but right now, we gotta push that to the side for a bit, okay? Can you work with me on that?
Well, just please take a look at the drawing before it is cleaned away. And Doll is just going to walk out of the room.
Lotus would sort of just stop Doll for a moment. Okay, you stay here for a moment. Guys, the boss wants to see us in his office. Could you all come in, please?
You just seem you could just like gently set his sisters in his pack doesn't close it entirely, but closes it enough so that they don't fall out, but there's air and shit. And yeah, and then just kind of goes in, just like still kind of salty after the whole freaking incident.
After Lotus had told her get her mates, her guild mates, she would sort of hop, like a little bit of a hop in her step, nearly kind of tripping over herself a bit, but hopped in as some of the others followed.
Seth. Hello?
Yeah.
Do you come by to answer the guildmaster's call, or do you just wish to sit in your seat, or do you wish to do anything else?
I'll answer the call from him for sure. I mean, I'll go with everybody else. Yeah, I mean, and all that.
All right. I will state it's about 30 to 25 minutes before the gates open for the 1 hour after sunrise time. I assume just everyone answers the call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So as you
go ahead.
as you all, I'll just move you guys over here for visual aid.
Before I go over there, I would like to tell the maid person that I'll choose the horses.
They're in the back washing dishes.
Okay. I'll do that after the thingy. Or go talk to them.
So after coming by into Marth's office, the one-eyed rabbit folk kind of just sits back in his chair. It looks like he was just about to stand up, but as you guys enter, he kind of sits back. Well, I just asked you guys to gather the guildmates. I was going to address you in the hall, but this works fine.
My apologies. I misunderstood.
It's fine. Okay, so problems. A lot of problems. So you guys are not official guildmates yet, still. Because the goblin situation hasn't been fully dealt with. You guys, however, did save the town from a goblin attack. But now this has gotten to... But now the mayor has paid the extra fee to increase the reward and bounty. Which raises this from a C tier mission to a B tier mission. Which D tiers, such as you guys, are not legally allowed to take.
Oh,
dear.
understand.
I guess then we don't have much point for these anymore then. So that's down the collection that
in this
did
case, we probably don't have much choice but to take it.
As he looks at Seth, I like that you catch on quickly. Very simple, we're doing some illegal shit.
Lotus would smile and ooh, sounds interesting.
Very simply...
Seb just cracks a smile and says, I'm no stranger to it myself.
Officially...
Meanwhile, Doll, her head is rotated 90 degrees. Why would we do illegal stuff?
On the books, it's going to be Edwin and Ms. Haruku taking care of this. On the books. Off the books, I still want you guys to take care of this. Now, do note, the quest reward has been increased. However, this does not mean you guys will get paid the extra fine that was also increased. So,
Okay.
I will tell you the increase of the reward now, and you guys can decide if you wish to continue. The increase of the reward had became... after completing the quest, each person who specifies in the request gets 13 gold pieces instead of 10, and 4 silver for each goblin left ear.
Ooh.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have any way to get you guys paid for any wargs you killed, because now we know there are wargs. However, this is a very nice pay increase. The problem is, officially, I cannot give you guys the credit, which also means officially I cannot move you from D tier to C tier. So even if you get the job done, you guys will be stuck at C tier. But something at this magnitude would normally move you to C tier.
Okay.
Any questions about how the ranking system works? Because we really didn't have time to explain it last time.
Tiercy's ears kind of perk up, and go, You said those who are specified, and we're not on this list. How do we know we're getting paid?
I will be paying you.
Yeah.
I will be paying you as soon as you get back. And I give you my word as a guild leader.
And actually, Lotus's ears would kind of perk and twitch a bit as she sort of just put her hands together and just do that whole forward motion with them and goes, I am pretty curious about how this works. My brother explained a little bit to me when I was younger, but the thought fades my memories. It's been a while, so I'd like a little bit of a refresher if you don't mind.
Alright, it's lore time. It's lore time. Everybody get ready for lore time.
It's not lore time. Lore time.
Cool.
As my mouse button just disappears. Hold on.
Rip. Rip.
Are you sure you don't need the mouse cursor?
Like,
What do you mean the
cursor
mouse
disappeared.
disappeared? Oh no! Did the mouse die? Did the mouse?
It's a plug-in mouse.
Oh, oof.
I guess the
Maybe.
mouse just decided it wanted to bug out.
Bad. Only I'm allowed to make the bad pun jokes here. Go to the corner.
Excuse
There we
me.
go. I fixed it.
No, all the bed puns. All the bed puns.
I actually do need to open up my guild notes for this. I do apologize. 1 second. After explaining, we'll come back. We'll make a break after the guild system explaining. Alright?
Okay. That's good. Lore song. Yes.
Lore time.
The
It's
lore
lore
song.
time. It's time for some lore.
Lore time. Yeah. Lore time.
So first, guilds are divided by three different types. There's the legal guilds, quote unquote, he says with quotations, that deal with like being part of the guards, working for the kingdoms, and such as. There are dark guilds, which are not true guilds, but people still call them that are not, they're criminal organizations. Then there's us, we're independent guilds. We have more freedom to take any jobs or anything, as long as the kingdom we're working in doesn't disapprove our actions. So that's why reputation is very important.
I see.
A guild master is someone who guides the guild, as you guys clearly know. Now the rankings. There are 6 rankings total, from F to S. F tier is basically you guys who become trainees. Normally most guilds start you off at D tier and only put you on F if needed. D tier is where people mostly start their jobs. C tier are a cut above the normal, and they take jobs normally involving saving around small towns. B tier are adventurers good enough to go on solo missions or train the F rank. A tier is strong enough to be a guild master and even start their own guild, which I am an A ranked. S tier are legendary heroes that kingdoms use for the most serious situations. Now, how the jobs are lined up is normally they're given a rank, depending on their pay and the severity of the situations, normally determined by a guildmaster. However, there's some stipulations and guidelines we have to follow, even for us independent guilds. Somebody who is part of a guild can only take jobs above 1 rank of them. So, a D tier can take a C tier job, but cannot take a B tier job, which is where we're at now. The current mission is labeled as a B tier job due to the pay increase and the severity of it, even though the threat level may be super low. Everyone following so far?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Lotus was sort of.
This
Go ahead.
does not seem fair.
life isn't
Why not
fair.
let idiots just go out and get themselves killed? That is natural selection, after all.
Because the
Golly, we
system was
were-
made in place because too many people were getting themselves killed.
Awesome.
Natural selection is a good thing, but on a mass scale, it's horrible for survival.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem is, the mission that you guys were on was a C tier mission. It's now been moved up to B due to severity and the pay increase. That's
Okay.
normally... Now, if you're a higher rank, you can take any lower tier jobs you want. So you guys see the issue that we're having. So on the books, you guys cannot take this job.
Dang.
However, we do not have the manpower to handle this job without you guys on it, as some of us needs to guard the town while the others track down the camp.
Right.
The mayor has also agreed to keep this all under the table.
You kind of love those
Okay.
types of deals. Lotus says.
Now,
So-
Kind of on a face.
We. Go ahead.
now to answer your question of how will we still get paid, that should have been a question you asked earlier, because how payment works. First, the reward is given to the guild ahead of time, and as well as a processing fee. The guild then holds on to this money until adventurers complete the job, and then the guild will give the money to the people who do the job. So either way, you're getting paid the same way as you would any other way. The client pays us, and we pay you. Think the guild as a middleman, as part of a deal.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
None that evolve around this particular topic. As long, in my opinion, as long as we get paid, roof over our head, and food on the table, I don't have much to complain about.
That is another thing. To stay at the guild hall, there is a monthly fee.
I know, the monthly rent.
Food will be provided for the basic necessities. However, if you guys want something more extravagant, you can always pay a little extra.
Kirsty kind of whispers under his breath, just, or if we make it ourselves.
If you buy the ingredients yourself as well, yeah. Mark's bunny ears flinch a little. Like,
Lotus-
not flinch, but twitches.
Twitch.
Lotus noticed. Like, in her head, she's like, did he hear something?
Now, that is about all I need to tell you guys. This is a under the books type of deal. So you
Got
cannot tell anybody that you're doing this. Or
Oh,
the reputation of our guild and the integrity of our guild will be called into question. Which, all honesty, it's horrible as it is anyway. We're just getting the job because we're the only guild in Heroes Wheel at the current moment.
Yeah.
If we're asked why we're in the woods and near the territory, we took a wrong turn while walking through and checking the scenery.
I don't think there'll be any witnesses to you guys doing your thing, but yeah. And any people you rescue won't ask any questions. I'm
think they
talking
just
more
think
like
that-
officials, guards, mayors, anybody who would use this to blackmail us.
Who would blackmail us?
I have a list. Would you like to read it?
I would.
Uh,
Lotus would just immediately go, I would.
He opens a drawer and hands a scroll to you, Lotus. As you open it, it falls on the floor and starts rolling out of the doorway.
Lotus sort of, this would probably she just smiles and goes, I love my new life. with just a little tail, just
Oh, it's
twitching,
still
like,
rolling, by the way.
That's a long list.
It's going out the front door.
Holy shit, boss. How many people did you piss off?
A long list.
Holy shit, boss. How many people did you
I'm
piss
not gonna read that.
Hey,
Too many.
Sorry.
It's mostly between me, Edwin, and Miss Haruku. You'd be surprised how many are actually me.
2,700.
Lotus laughs and smiles. I'm not surprised. This is going to be an interesting life. I will read this when I get back, Lotus says.
No, you will
not
not.
lying, I will.
No, you won't. Please hand me back the list.
Lotus handed back the list.
He starts rolling it up. And he
come
says a
on.
magic word, and it starts rolling really quickly and passes itself.
Lotus would sort of just jump to avoid, getting tripped.
As he puts it back in there.
That's really cool.
Alright?
The wonderful world, the wonderful of the magic.
Now, we would like this handled as soon as possible, but I don't want to send you guys unprepared. So, make whatever preparations you need, and then please head out to solve the situation as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any more questions?
None I can think of.
Like I said, boss, none that pertain to this very moment in time.
None I can think of. Yeah.
He looks over at Sev. Sev?
Pokes blue. Poke, poke. Babe.
I don't. Oh, Blue.
Blue.
Does Mike die?
No?
Blue is apparently checked out.
It's all good. We're about to go on break anyway.
Okay.
So, with no more questions, I will ask... Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Did I hear Blue?
No,
Okay, I'm just hearing
I did not
things.
hear him.
As you guys get all your questions out of your way, before we go on break, I would like to know quickly, out of character, do you guys want to visit the town, or do you want to just start heading towards the Gabos? I would like to keep the party together, but you guys technically can split up.
Right.
Let's not split up.
Never split the party. Well,
I'm fine with anything, but at some point I'd like to go to the general store. At some point I'd like to go to the general store.
Alright, Cam?
okay, Cam.
Alright.
Oh, Cam had to go do a thing?
Yeah.
I will also state, Mel, you got your letter written, and you can get it sent if you go to the town, or you can keep it on you for now. So, do people just want to go to the town? Anyone in favor of just heading straight to the Gabos?
I don't care either way, but I prefer
Me
Cam.
either. We could just go in town first and just prepare and get
Alright.
stuff.
I'm going to go ahead and put us on break. When we come back, we'll be going to town, okay?
Commercial break. Yay.
Alright, guys?
Yes.
We'll be back
Nom,
in
nom, nom.
a couple minutes.
Today's messages
Don't you
will be
know?
right
You
back.
party.
And we're back.
The microphone's on. No, I'm kidding.
As we are now back in Heroesville. You guys arrived just in time to get in. So you guys get in with no trouble.
Yay.
So first let me populate some like other tokens here. So I've already populated some, it's just I need to put some guards in proper poses. But as I'm doing this, guys,
Fine.
very simply, you guys notice that the town guards are very short-handed. There was only 2 guards at the gate. Normally there's another 2 on the other side of the gate, but they were both on the outside this time. Inside, there's definitely less guards as well. You see about 1 over here, just like looking and trying to figure out what's going, like just trying to keep an eye out. A lot of the villagers
I'm
are
back.
commoners. Oh, welcome back.
Sorry.
It's all good. A lot of the commoners seem to be trying to stay out from just staying out of their home. They're trying to stay boarded up. You see like maybe 1 or 2 quickly grabbing like taking what they quickly grab from a store, like maybe some bread or some wheat or something, quickly going home, and you hear a loud shut and several locks happening all together. The town is pretty much a ghost zone at this moment.
Ghost zone. It's a ghost town. Not really.
It's quite quiet. Too quiet. What do you guys want to do?
I don't like
I've
this.
looked. I looked at everyone. Where does everyone want to go first?
We guys like to go. We can just all travel together to different spots. Whoever you think might be faster.
I take out my holy symbol and I'm like, I need to go meet up with the brethren and sisters of the church. I want to start walking.
Okay.
You just see Nuka just head toward the store, just like the general store, just to see what there is. Like after the fiasco this morning, he's just like not touching it full right now.
I have to head to the postmaster, but the way it looks, it doesn't seem like they're open. I guess I'll just head to the general store.
You guys can move, ignoring what your feet is, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, because it's in roleplay mode, not fight mode.
Yeah. Okay. Just stay outside the buildings you wish to enter. So down here, so clearly up here is the church.
Yeah.
Over
That makes
here
sense.
is the general store.
Mm-hmm.
And up here is the blacksmith.
I want to look at the.
You said the store?
No, this one down here, retro. Here, a point. Yep. Can you see that?
This one?
No,
This one?
no, this one.
Oh, thank you.
If it looks like it has an interior, you can actually go in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of these would be like houses and shit. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we have 2 people going to the general store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blue, where would you like to go?
To a general store as well.
All right.
Thank you.
Actually, well, yeah, I'll go to the general store with them, and if they're going to the blacksmith afterwards, then yeah, I'll.
You can pop over the blacks.
Doll is probably just gonna fuck off. Sophia, where would you like to go?
I'll go with them, and I'll let them know. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the.
All
I
right.
just gotta follow them to the store.
So, Kai,
Blah, blah,
due
blah.
to the fact we have more players going to the general store, we'll do them first, then we'll get back to you, okay?
Can I join them at the general store? Because I wanted to go there afterwards, anyways.
You can go ahead and come here if you wish instead. Like,
I was gonna say, you could always just have her and Blue go to the thing first.
Blue will
I
go
can
into
wait,
the
it's
general
okay.
store, though.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys are gonna head to the general store first. Tier C follows you guys. As you guys make your way towards the general store, it looks to be like a very nice building. It definitely is maintained, but it won't. But it's a bit of a better condition than the Guild Hall. There is a lot of scratches and stuff on it, though, so it's definitely been hit a few times. The door kind of is unlocked, but you guys, as Lotus, you push the hinges a little. Or not the hinges, you push the door a little. The hinges clearly are not fully secure to the door frame. It looks like it's definitely been beaten down and kicked in a couple times. As it slowly opens, it makes a grrr and falls to the ground.
I'm terribly sorry.
There is a sign that is on the side of the door. Who here can read Kitsune?
Can read what?
Kitsune.
Kitsune?
Let me check.
What
I
does
think-
it say?
Kitsune.
Fix him. Okay.
I think I
Kitsune?
can.
There's also another sign in common.
can.
It's just these 2 signs say something different.
I say I can do Nico and Common Elven, so not me.
Language. Where is my
Sylvan
language?
would also work here, by the way.
Okay.
As I forgot, Kitsune's not a language, that is just Sylvan.
Where is it? Where's languages stored again?
Oh, that's Elven, not Sylvan. Yeah, I can't read.
Languages are stored under your tools.
Under tools. Thank you.
Of Elven, not Sylvan.
Alright,
Sorry.
I'll help you.
I read that wrong.
Under
come on.
passive perception, under background skills, there's proficiency. Then you're gonna look for the language tag, like the type language. You can speak Draconic and Common.
So I can't speak. That's something I'm gonna have to learn.
I have Nico. Would Elven work?
No.
Elven and Sylvan
No. Okay.
Sylvan.
use the same script.
It's just it uses the same script, doesn't mean you can read the language.
Okay.
But if okay,
You can make an educated guess.
no, like
So
So your educated guess would be something general something.
Lotus would sort of walk in and go, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't."
As you walk in, you see a man just sitting at his desk, kind of eyeing his book. He seems to be in his late 30s to 40s. He's definitely older than most of you guys. His long hair kind of hangs loosely off of him. He's wearing a more dark red with golden trimmings. A nice undershirt of the sorry, burp. Of the I would like to say robe. Yeah, that would be a good word. Robe he's wearing. His hand is on his chin like he is in this pose. Just looking down at his book, a nice candle is lit beside him. Even though there are no windows in this store, it looks like. As he just simply looks up at Lotus. Hold on. Everyone else, would you also like to enter the store after the door just fell off its hinges?
Yep,
Yes.
it is there.
Blue, can you pick that up? This is out of character.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
A moment. Before he answers you, Nuka, as your familiar is about to fly in, no pets allowed.
Sorry, boy.
He'll wait outside. I do apologize, but the last time I had an animal in here, it knocked over something very valuable. I hope you can understand. He's looking
It's
at
fine.
Nuka. Seth, you would like to set the door back up?
Yeah, I'll step inside and attempt to try to actually prop the door back up.
So you're just propping the door like so it won't fall again. Would you like to make repairs?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask, would I be able to attempt to make any repairs?
Do you
on it
have
with-
proficiency in carpenter's tools?
I do not.
You can make a general intelligence check, I would say. We'll just use a general check. And
I was like, can I help?
yeah. Would you like to make the check instead, Nuka, or would you like to cast a spell? How would you like to help?
I'm not sure what spells would actually. Well, actually, no, I can. I'm an idiot. Well, if all of the pieces are there, I guess his first question is: can you find all of the parts to this door?
Are you trying to cast mending?
Mm-hmm.
If Blue holds the door open you can mend the hinges back on.
Yeah, he was asking if he could find all the parts
Yeah,
because
you
that
can.
only
You
have all
can.
the parts. That's why he was asking. He was asking Blue's characters.
Oh,
like,
that's an in character.
He's looking around. He says, yeah, hold on." He says, "I think he's still holding the door with both hands, and he like sets it down for a moment. He says, "I think right there," and he points down with his left hand. He says, "I think those are the hinges right there."
Okay, let's see.
Blue, would you still like to make that check just in case?
What was it? Intelligence?
Yeah, straight intelligence.
Yeah, picks him up.
Yeah, sure.
You fixed a few problems on a ship before, so you know how to work a hammer and nails.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not up your forte, but you can definitely make a mending type of situation.
I could make. Yeah, I might not be able to make it to where it's like able to work every single time, but I could make it to where it won't fall off.
All right. I'm gonna say you guys quickly fix the door after a few minutes, but we'll go. Serena.
Sorry about that.
Or not Serena. Sophie.
Okay.
Sophia. Would you like to be in the store, also shopping?
Yes.
All right.
Before I do, I'll pet the doggo before I go in.
Okay. The interior of the store is actually pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
As you guys kind of just, you see two fixing the door. I didn't actually expect you guys to do that. I appreciate your help.
No problem.
Anytime.
So, firstly, I would, for the people who are not fixing the door, Tirsi, Lotus, and Sophia. What's your passive perceptions?
Okay.
Let me look back on my sheet. Where is that located?
Under skills.
Under
Thank you.
skills.
Like, you scroll past down skills.
12.
No, I'm asking people who are not fixing the door.
Okay, gotcha.
12 for
13.
Sophia. 13 for you.
What was I looking for again?
Passive perception.
Passive perception.
It's under skills. It's not in skills.
Yeah. It says passive wisdom and incantation perception. That's what you should be looking for.
It's right above your tools and where you found your language proficiencies.
Language proficiency? I know, my debts. I'm sorry.
Okay, you see the word skills in that little box?
My dyslexia is being a bitch to me. My eyes are bad. Let it zoom in, please, so I can see my sheet. Thank you very much. Skills. Where is it? That's name. That's. Oh, I wish my sheet was a bit more.
You should see a small
It's 11.
number within a circle. And it will say,
Cool. Perception, wisdom.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's a check though. Past perception and wisdom, keep scrolling down until you see the word skills under survival. Do you see that?
Skills under survival? No, sir.
Next to your inventory.
Okay, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you see religion?
Religion? Nope.
Do you see persuasion? Are you scrolling down?
Yes, sir.
Want me to screen share shoulder where?
Yeah, just screen share shower. I see it. It's 11, so.
Oh,
okay.
never mind then.
I know it, but still show them.
Okay.
Okay,
Hang
so
on. I'll show you, Mel.
Sophia, and
yes,
Sophia, Tiercy, and Mel. This is what you see. Mel, you're kind of dead set on a few things, and in front on the side right here is a glass container holding several different keys.
Oh.
They seem to be mostly silver, but there is one golden in that little pile.
Lotus sort of tilts her head to the side, looking at it. Oh, excuse me. I do not see Josie's share screen at all. I'm sorry, Josie.
give me a moment. It just went live. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, I see it now.
Okay, hang on. I'll make it bigger so you can see it.
Over the golden key has a little plaque that says "sold." So it looks like someone has already bought the golden key, just hasn't picked it up yet.
Oh, that I was looking at it.
Yeah.
I was looking at. My apologies. Lotus would go. Oh, sassafras. Well.
Hold on. Sophia and Tiercy, you also see something. The bookshelf in front of Tiercy, you see different scrolls.
Okay.
It looks a few of them like you see about 3 different scrolls. They seem to be pulsating with runes carved on them. They're also behind a glass case with a lock.
Okay.
Every else around you, you see just some standardized books and stuff. You see some weapons, but you don't see any like price tags or anything on these items.
Alright.
And that's about all you guys see. Nuka and Sev, you'll fix the door in about a... Nuka, what's the cast time on mending?
Hang on.
Cast timing 1 minute. So it's going to take you a minute, and then,
Yeah.
Okay. So... Well, Sev, you're going to have to hold the door in place as the mending is happening.
That's fine.
Okay. So, as you guys are just there, you may now initiate RP again. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Lotus.
Lotus would go. You were told by a certain dragon that you took and traded keys? I have a key in my possession that I would like to either sell or trade if you're interested.
Alright then, Let me take a look at the key first. He holds out one of his hands as he puts his book down.
My apologies for what is about to happen next. Lotus sort of reaches as she grabs the silver chain from around her neck and sort of reaches at the bottom where her bosoms meet and her necklace and pulls out her keys, which hang around her neck. As she grabs...
He kind of seems to look away slightly, but it's very hard to tell.
Lotus grabs the glutton key and unhooks it from the rest of her keys. This would be the particular key I'm interested in trading or selling.
I see. So what's the deal with the key? What does it summon? What's its contract for prerequisites? He kind of takes out a book and looks like he's about to write down whatever you say.
This key is a glutton key. The beast that it summons is a warg, and its previous builder was one of the goblins that I slayed the other day.
And what is the contract? What does it want?
I believe that is something I am not for sure, but if...
You did talk to it. You did talk to it.
Please remind me out of character.
Any victims it helps kill, it wants to eat the bodies.
Any victim...
And, at least once a week, you must feed it until it's satisfied.
Well, she begins to relate the information that you said, and said, and eat it, and once every other week, eat until its heart contents. Or its satisfactions.
I see. Problematic for people like you, I believe.
Yes, it's very much so. In my line of work, I sort of need to at least get things off the body, like ears and such, to prove that we've done the bounty.
And do you mind giving me your name just in case something goes awry with the key, such as if you stole it or if something of the key is not what you said it is?
Lotus then says, it's Lotus. Lotus, Heartthorn.
Lotus Heartthorn. Heartthorn. I heard that name somewhere before.
Lotus is like, oh god, please don't tell me that. In Lotus's head, she's like, oh, please don't tell me Father's put a bounty on me already. Sort of messing with her hair a bit.
Alright. Let me see what I can offer you for this key. Let's see. This key has a problematic contract. It is a powerful spirit, though, so that works in your favor. But I'm not going to be able to just sell this to anybody. I'll have to keep my eye out for a particular buyer. So this is going in the back stock, so it won't be on one of the displays. Great, just why I need more back stock of silver keys.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. Not your fault. Just little gripes to myself.
That's understandable. You were Kitsune marked. What brought you to this part of the world?
Weather's nice. Trade's good.
Do you miss your home?
Nope.
Oh.
Are you trying to distract me so I overvalue your key?
No, sir. General conversation.
Fair enough. I'll give you 250.
I see. And if I was to trade the key,
I won't trade anything for this key.
point taken.
Mel, you do know 250 is about halfway of how much a silver key could be worth. It could be a little. He could be trying to lowball you a little bit on this key's particular value due to the fact you know how powerful the spirit is. This is information you would know, but it's about halfway of what a silver key would be worth. Like, at max, a silver key can be 100 gold pieces, or it could be up to 500 gold pieces.
If I may ask, what is the is there a particular reason why the key's value is a bit lower than what a normal key this powerful should be?
Very simple. The problematic summoning contract is one of the bigger reasons, and I can't just sell this key to anybody. A war gift is extremely dangerous to inexperienced users. So this puts restrictions on who I can and can't sell, and the contract is problematic. Thus, I decided 250 would be a reasonable price. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe 220 will be a better price now that you brought this up.
Did Josie overhear this?
Yeah. You guys can hear this. The door will be fixed at this point.
Kim, help. Josie walks over. Hey. You made a deal.
I have not made no such deal. I made an offer.
Okay, and you know the worth of that. Why would you lowball a sweet little darling like this?
Because of the information I'm playing with.
So you make an offer. She asks a genuine question, and you want to lowball her even more?
Yeah, it's called business.
I would make persuasion checks to try and convince him somehow to not do.
Not to lower? Okay, we'll say this is a DC 14 persuasion check, not to lower it. Mind you, this
I don't know
is
what
not...
I'm gonna say.
You can roll the check, however, TC, if you do fail, it will be lowered, you know? At this point, both Nuka and Sev, you're done fixing the door as...
Thanks.
I guess you guys do have a point, and since you fixed my door, 250, no trade. And that's gold pieces.
She smiled. Thank you. I'd gladly take that.
Alright. He kind of takes the key and puts it on the side of the table right here. Clearly not wanting to go to the back while you guys are still in the store. For fear
Obviously.
under the cabinet,
Doesn't know us, doesn't trust us.
under the cabinet, you see him you hear a chest open as he takes out what looks to be an extra empty sack, and he starts counting gold coins in front of you, like putting them in piles of 10 and then putting 100 and another 100 and then 50 into the gold pouch. And then he slides the pouch over to you. Celestial keys are extremely rare, so you did get a lot of money off this.
Thank you.
So add 250 gold pieces to your inventory.
Okay.
This is important for weight.
She would look at him. And is there any particular silver or gold keys that you're selling?
What's over there in the glass pane, you can say?
Lotus would sort of walk over.
I'll give you a minute. So, as this is going on, Tirsi, let me show everybody what you guys can actually buy that are not unique or special items, such as the scrolls or keys.
Of course.
How much was it again?
You got 250 gold pieces for your key.
And I had 5 already. I already had 5 gold, so that would be
255.
Thank you.
So here's the shop. We have some standard trade goods, such as different little things for trading. He has tools such as cooking supplies, carpenter tools, and painter supplies. The X beside them is how many he has in stock. And in others is basically any other unique thing that's not magical base. The others is a wagon for 35 gold pieces. It's 400 pounds. It's not a closed cart wagon. It's an open cart wagon. He has a riding horse he can sell for 75 gold, and he also has 3 mules that are about 80 gold each. I mean, not 80 gold, but 8 gold. My bad.
Tirsi wants to go up to him, or he's already standing in front of him. Go. So I see you're reading. Do you have any other well-made books or books one can write in themselves?
Do I have any spare journals at the current moment? No, I do not. Someone has bought the last journal I have. However, I am hoping to make the supply run soon. I do apologize for the inconvenience. If you would like to place the order for a couple books, I can ask my supplier to supply them for exchange of first a small down payment and then another payment when you actually come pick up the books.
How much would each of these be?
The books themselves are unknown until I actually get my hands on them. Then I'll price them. However, for me to order them and ask my supplier, two silver per book for him just to send the shipment over here. It's for, travel costs and all that.
Okay, out of character to DM, how long would one book last me?
What are you hoping to do with said book?
Take notes and general dealings of me and my guildmates. Like a guild notebook, basically. Like quest information, such like that.
If you feel like just notes about how the day went, like a journal. If you fill only 1 to 2 pages per day, your book can last you up to a year.
Okay.
But he's basically saying if you want him to mass order books, that's why the 2 silver per book is a big deal. Normally a book would, and he has to go and get it himself. Like he's not paying someone else to do it, he's traveling to get it. So it's taking time away from his shop to get it. So that's kind of what the big deals are about with the 2 silver hold costs. Like you pay him 2 silver now, and even if you back out, he still keeps the 2 silver.
Okay.
And you don't have any clue how much the book is before it gets here.
Yeah. First, I'll say personally, I'll just wait for your shipment to arrive.
It may or may not have any books, though. Keep that in mind.
Do you have any just reading novels?
Yes, I have a few. He kind of shows you the bookcase over here. Each novel is about 3 silver per novel. There's a wide selection. If you damage it, you buy it. So what does Tirsi say to that?
Thank you. And he's gonna walk over and
He's gonna walk over
and look for a romance novel, like the cheesiest romance novel you can find.
One moment. Get ready to write this down.
All right, one moment.
Tusk
Let me
glove.
get my notepads up.
Tusk glove.
I actually am
Please
keeping
let it be
tiny
Tusk
notes. That's
glove.
why I was like, can I get a book? Okay. Give me some notes.
Glove. Glove.
So,
Oozy Devotion.
Ugh.
It is the story of a wonderful slime folk adventurer who goes on adventures to pay for his girlfriend's treatment at the church. But at the church, the girlfriend, they fall in love with the head priest, and there's a scandal because the head priest has swore an oath of celibacy. The adventurer takes it to heart and tries to win back his true love.
Aww.
As you read like the first couple pages, just to see if you like the tone, it starts off really strong as it just describes the protagonist, the male adventuring slime folk, kind of passionately boinking his lover before he goes on his next dangerous job to talk a troll out of paying all the tolls and to solve his various riddles.
Does he live under a bridge?
He lives under a fallen tree stump that is wide enough to be used as a road bridge.
But oh wow.
It is cheesy. It is definitely an amateur's work. However, this is what you have. It is 3 silver.
I am going to study this book like it is no lie. I'm buying the book.
Alright, it does have 2 more in the trilogy.
I will buy book 1.
Book 2 is not there, but book 3 is.
Question. Speaking of books, does he have any books about gods?
Like religious texts?
Not specifically. More like folk tales, legends.
Ooh, legends. He does have fiction books. Roll me a investigation check.
Investigation. Alright, one moment.
I love that you can very quickly find a very cheesy romance book, but you have to investigate to find mythology.
Tusk glove. Tusk glove.
Are you guys interested in buying anything from the actual shop menu that I made?
Let me double check it really quick.
No, because I'm not entirely sure. We can't really.
I just saw it. There it is. Okay.
I will come back to the wagon and the horse next time.
I do want cook's utensils.
Okay, so with the 14, as you look through the fiction section, nothing pops out to you until a gust of wind catches your attention from one of the books. As it falls from the very top shelf down, hitting you in the head.
You okay? Lotus yells.
He kind of like looks up and he says,
You take 1 book damage.
Okay.
One book damage.
I'm dead honest, you take 1 book damage.
I will mark it.
Oh.
Okay. 35. Okay.
Or at least I guess he takes 1 bonk damage.
Yeah. And he kind of reaches down, grabs the book, and then looks up and he says, "Wait, okay."
The book reads
clearly a sign.
as the title, the sapphire of the Sea. The Legend of the Forgotten God of Sea. Not the sea, but sea. CEE.
Ooh, okay.
I would mark that in your inventory if I were you, Blue, if you want to buy it.
Okay. Really quickly. Let's see. Okay. How much for it?
It's 3 silver.
All right. I will buy that and a painter set.
Ooh, a painter set. So your total for your whole purchase will be 3 silver and 10 gold.
Cool.
Go ahead and minus that. Add painter set to your inventory, and I will remove painter set from the shop.
Sapphire.
Cool.
As he only had one.
Yeah, CEE. You said.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, Sapphire of the and it is
Sapphire of the Sea.
the subtitle is The Forgotten God.
Forgotten.
The man doesn't remember having the book, as he will state, I don't remember having this one, but sometimes stock is just strange. Alright, anything else from you, Blue, or can we move on to another player?
I will start as soon as we begin to leave. I'm going to start.
But that as you
beginning
leave. I'm doing the rest of the player shopping beforehand.
Right, but just gonna start reading the book. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Nuka, do you want to buy anything?
I'm thinking about it, yeah. I'm not entirely sure what, because, let's see here.
Nuka, what's your passive perception, by the way?
Let me see. Let me look at my thing. Passive. Shit. Do. Go back. Ah. Go to this. Ding-a-long dar. Tired of myself. Like down to. Other. I never find shit when I need it.
And Seth, what's also your passive perception?
15.
Seth, you would notice the spell scrolls and the keys. Like the scrolls that are pulsating with some sort of magic.
Oh. Ooh.
See.
What have we here?
Here's,
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Thank you.
The keys are over there as well. Oh shit.
Here, Luca.
passive, here's 14.
You would notice the keys and the spell scrolls.
Interesting.
Do I notice them? I forgot.
I don't think you noticed. I think you did notice them, yeah.
Okay.
He looks at he goes over
Look at my
the
thing.
different scrolls.
Mine is 12, so.
Yeah, you would notice them.
Okay.
He
Well,
looks,
make sure.
How much of a variety of them is there?
There's 3 different scrolls. You don't know what they
Oh, okay.
do.
Right.
And they are locked behind a glass case.
that's actually what he was going to ask him about. Was like, do you have any particular idea on what type of scrolls these are?
You asking the shopkeeper?
Yes.
Man, you people are just constantly asking me questions. He puts down the book again. Not even ask me it's not even politely to ask me what my name is. You're just constantly asking questions. Okay, well, I'll tell you. I tell you. Those are enchanting.
What Sophia does when it gets to my turn.
I'll tell you this.
Hold on.
They are.
Well, hold on. Well, hold on a moment, good sir.
Oh, now you're interrupting me. Did any of your
Oh.
mothers or fathers taught you manners?
Only
Lotus,
only to allow you to offer you a moment to properly introduce yourself, if you would so like.
Lotus, when hearing about her father, sort of gets a bit on edge as her ears sort of.
Kinkine.
Lotus sort
Nice
of
to meet you.
sort of when Lotus is like the mention of father is brought up, Lotus sort of ears go a bit downwards, like she's been hit with a stick, and sort of just gently like in apologetical eyes, just like. Sorry.
Those there are enchanting scrolls. They can enchant different items depending on what the enchantment on the scroll is. They are also imbued, which means the magic part of pouring magic into them was completed already. All that's left is transferring the magic to the item. However, I have no idea what these scrolls do.
Oh,
Ooh.
They can enchant an item, weapon, or armor, but if the enchantment fails, if you enchant the wrong item, then nothing happens. The magic is gone.
Got it.
But normally you get a feel of what you can enchant with the item once you hold the scroll.
Hmm.
And certain materials require you can hold more or less enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And that's why they're also not priced at the current moment. I have no idea what they do, and I have no idea if I'm even going to sell them.
well, if you would like, with your permission, myself and Mel, what's your character's name again?
Lotus.
My character's name is Lotus.
Lotus.
She's
Myself and my compatriot here seem to have at least some abilities with the arcane arts. Maybe we could help you identify what the scrolls do.
I
I do
also
too.
have abilities of the arcane arts as he kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks to be a silver key.
Ooh.
Lotus's ears.
Oh!
Perk up a bit. Lotus's ears perk up a bit as her eyes widen.
As he puts
Because
it
she's
back.
Lotus. It seems like Lotus has never seen another key user in her life, and just noticing this, just kind of brightens up her day a bit.
The problem with having an imbued arcane scroll given to you as part of a recompense of someone losing my shipment is you don't know what the scroll does until you try to use it. And that's just fact. Detecting magic doesn't work either. Neither hand I've taken it to the old wizard that lives in the tower outside of town. He can't identify them either. So at this current moment, I'm debating if I should even sell the scrolls. But if you are offering to take them off my hands, I'm sure we can come up with a nice price.
Well, now we determined that there is a bargain to be made, and now we're simply having over a price. Seb just smiles from ear to ear because this is familiar territory to him. He's like, he loves haggling.
Lotus seems to just be like, oh, God, help! Like, whatever God has taken an interest in me, help me in this matter. I didn't want to get dragged into magical matters at the current moment. I just wanted to buy my keys.
So, Blue, there are 3 scrolls. He won't let you hold them until you buy them. So you won't be able to tell which scroll is which. So I'm going to label them scroll 1, 2, and 3.
Is there any type of distinction between the 3 of them visually based on any kind of visual aura or arcane
Make me an
symbolism
arcane check. Arcana check.
Arcana.
Arcana.
I'm just trying to think is there any type of different design to the scrolls or maybe the paper that's used or something like that? Arcana.
Oh! Crit effect!
Ooh.
What do you want your crit to be?
Nice.
I'll show this to players. For ability
God.
checks, you can treat your roll as if a 5 higher, move up to 15 feet. You can do any of these.
In this case, I'll treat it as if it was 5 higher than the result. Because that's the only one that's really advantageous in this particular situation.
So, as you look at them, and really look at them, as best you can through the glass, you can tell that scroll 1 works on an armor, and the other 2 work on weapons. You do not know the enchantments because you can't read the scroll, but you know what they work on now. And this is kind of a shock to you, because you would think a wizard would be able to identify these easily.
Hmm.
Okay.
Something's
However,
Yeah.
what you do know is a celestial key mage does not have the same attitude as a wizard would in professional study, so that's the reason he couldn't identify it. Not his type of magic. He deals in a different type.
Exactly.
Yeah, the energies that I deal with are a lot more primal. So
It's not because of your primal, it's more because you did do some magical study to control your powers.
itch.
Yep, through a long period of time. A lot of sailing at sea, and okay, so I will actually point out this fact, and he'll just kind of sit there, and you'll see Seb kind of look at them, and then you'll see kind of his head kind of cocked to the side a little bit for a moment, and then his eyes will kind of close, and he reaches up and kind of like grabs it at his temples just for a split second, and then he kind of points at the first one and says, "Okay, that one works on an armor, and those 2 work on weapons."
The armor can work on either armor or shields. It's either or. By the way, I'm just letting you guys know for the rolling of the spell scrolls.
Mhm.
You have no idea how powerful the scroll is, but you also don't know
Exactly what it does. You just know what it works on.
He kind of, his eyes raise a little bit. Not much, but enough for you to notice. Interesting. So you know exactly what you're talking about. I'm
Studied
already
the arcane arts the majority of my life, so.
playing catch up.
No, not quite. It seems like it seems as though your particular skill set would have made it slightly more difficult for you to identify them in this particular way, because I still can't tell what they do. I'd have to actually read them for that.
And
So it's nothing. So it's nothing to discourage. It's nothing to discourage or discredit your own skills.
So, what's your starting price?
Well, currently, I would have to at least make an offer of 5 gold for one of them.
That is laughable. That's honestly
It is.
laughable.
It is. Agreed.
For one of them, you have to give me 20 gold, at least.
Hmm.
To make up for everything else I've been through to get them, and to the wizard I had to see to try to identify them.
I mean,
Understood.
I think it seems like a reasonable price.
Hmm. I only have.
It's not like there's
Seb
other
would,
players.
Seb would kind of like lean over towards
Lotus.
and just simply say, "I only have 5 gold."
Can I at least see how much my can I at least see Can I at least see how much the keys are first? If
Yeah,
that's okay with you?
yeah, do that.
And if I have any left over, I will lend it to you.
That's up to you.
You can pay me back through food or through beer. Lotus says.
Beer. Damn.
And Seb just kind of says to himself in his mind, "Ale it is then."
And she just gives him that look, or a read of the book. She just goes, and Lotus just stands there, just
My book.
sort of.
As
love
you
me
look at
too.
the keys,
Okay, yeah. Move on to the keys.
there's really not a lot of interesting key designs that speak to you. A lot of them definitely look like newer spirits, but there's 2 keys that have details. Now, details on a key means the spirit has definitely been seen use, and they have definitely seen combat. So that is something very valuable to a spirit user because you don't have to train the spirit. Remember, the spirits are still living entities, so they can still learn and gain experience through everything. Newer keys have less of detail. 2 detailed keys you see at the current moment are, well, first, the golden key that was sold looks to have the symbolization of a lion, with one of its eyes looks like it's been scratched out. The other 2 keys seems to be a key with like multiple spider-like appendages sticking out the top of it, like where you will hold the key, with 4 eyes. And the other key seems to be a bull with 2 tusks sticking out to the side and a chain wrapped on the very top of it, like it's wearing a crown of chains.
Lotus looks at the 3 keys.
The golden key has already been sold.
She knows. She knows. She goes,
What a lucky person to get such a powerful and very lovely key.
Lotus does, as she looked at
Well,
the golden key, and then
they haven't paid for it yet.
Lotus goes,
How much are you willing?
The other guy offered me 1,000 gold.
Never mind.
Lotus is like,
Listen, I have passed. I'm not going to. I'm not the type to buy money.
in her head, I'll have to keep a note to fight a guy later.
But I do payment plans if you're willing to put something up as collateral.
In her head, oh god, I don't got nothing as collateral.
Basically, if you do want the golden key, you can always say, oh, if I don't pay this back, you can go to the guild and they'll make me pay it back, or they'll do something to give you equal value.
Lotus is not willing to put her ass on the line. She's just thinking, I'll just have to keep that out for that user and later in the future. That's the goal going in her head.
You don't know who that is, though.
Severo is going to pull out the last 5 gold that he has, put it on the table, and says, put it down towards that key.
Which key?
The golden one.
So you're willing to put... And what do you have as collateral?
Actually, wait. Hang on. He thinks about it for a second, looks over the other 2, and he says... He kind of looks up at Lotus. He says, the bull one.
She's looking at him. She's looking at him like, why are you doing this? Stop.
So you wish to purchase the bull one. Alright, so your collateral can be a little less, but I still need something.
Such as?
Lotus goes, How much are you willing to sell the bull key before we start any of this?
Aw, you caught on too quickly.
I'm clever. My family was part of the trading game. I'm not as ignorant as I may look.
The bull key will be 300 gold pieces.
300.
And the spider one will be 100.
Oh,
Damn.
Seems like
Lotus.
that's the one I should have went for.
Lotus has a slight fear of spiders. That's why she's looking at that key with a look of, oh god.
How soon do you think you'll be able to pay this key back, boy? He looks at you, Sev.
He reaches down, grabs the 5 gold, pulls it back, and he says, "No guarantees as of yet." So,
Lotus is,
I think I'll just take the the spider key.
poor Lotus, having to swallow her pride and fear and buy the spider key.
As he takes the keys, as he opens the lock and takes the keys out of their... As he takes the spider key out of his... out of
I step
the
back as he does this.
yeah, but he also takes out the bull key.
Huh?
He looks
Let
at
us
it
look.
intently.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Kids.
Is that really what he said? Well, I need something to assure that. Huh.
Lotus goes to see if Lupin is wanting to come out, just to try to get her mind off the
Nope.
spider key. She's like,
Alright. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I want 3 celestial crystals then.
Celestial.
would this
I
be
know this
something
is
that
I know that's very difficult, but you know, if he is saying this, he can easily get it to me. And I need it for a project.
Celestial crystals? That's extremely rare.
Where would you even find those?
As a magic circle appears on top of his desk, 3 giant crystals, like a good football-sized crystals, falls to the desk.
Lotus looks at them?
Wow, I've never actually seen them in.
He could possibly tell this is a new key user. This is a new celestial user. She's very excited to see stuff like this in her field.
So those
You know what I'm saying?
crystals are worth about 3,000 gold each. As he also grabs one other key from the cabinet and puts, "Alright, you owe me 150 gold, rabbit."
She takes out her bag.
Looks like I won't be able to buy your scroll. I'm sorry. I only have 200. Oh,
150. Remember, the scrolls are 20 each at the starting deal.
Mm-hmm.
She nods, beginning to take out 150. And
He
so
gives
that's
you the spider key, the bull key, and the lion key.
her eyes widen.
Interesting.
Wait, 150 gold?
Plus 3 crystals.
Lotus does this, her eyes widening a bit. So I need to do my math. So where's my calculator? Calculator. Here we go. So that's 2. That's a 5. 255 minus 150.
50. So it's 105.
105. So you want all the scrolls, Blue?
Wait, what?
What scrolls do you want?
I was wanting one of the weapon ones.
Do you want one or both?
Just one. I only have one weapon, so.
So let's see.
I mean, other people can use the scrolls.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get all 3 of them, let's go for it. Yeah, shit.
He will give, the 3 keys to you, Lotus, as he just simply smiles. A very unsettling smile.
Lotus in her head, I feel like I've made a deal with the devil! In her head, I wish Lupin was here! Okay, that'll... Lotus would also
Guess what now? You're in debt. Congratulations.
That to who?
What have you done to me?
He looks at the golden key. That's between you two to discuss, not me.
And that was out of character, by the way. It was out of character.
I fucked up.
I'd also pay for all 3.
Blue? What'd you say?
I fucked up.
You think?
No, you had nothing to do with this. The golden key spoke.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, I've been chosen. Oh, I got to do this now. Okay. Lotus would sort of put also a bit of extra 20 gold pieces each for all the scrolls.
So you're gonna pay a total of 200 and what?
And
150 plus 60, 210.
210. Yeah.
210?
That's how much gold.
Yeah.
That's how much for all
Yeah.
3 skulls added with the
If
key.
Yeah,
you're
she
willing,
paid
if you're
two.
willing to take that.
Yeah, Lotus paid 210.
As Lotus, you will get 2 new quote-unquote spirits. However, you gain 3 spirits, but you need to make deals.
Indeed, Lotus is like,
Thank you, Mr. Fox.
no, God, what was his name again? Out of character? Someone remind me, please, real quick.
Kenkai is his last name.
What's his last name again?
Kenkai. Like
Thank you,
Kenkai.
Thank you, Mr. Kinkai.
She sort of shyly starts backing away, like, I made a deal with the devil. Oh, God, this is going in her head. And she's like,
You take your scrolls, and I will meet you outside later to discuss something with you.
like making him direct eye contact. She's like,
If you don't mind, I now have to go start some contracts before we go into battle.
He
She
kind of
starts-
goes over and opens the crate, like the glass thing, very happily handing you Seb. And this is the general happiness. Like, I have enough now to make a platinum key.
you motherfucker.
So, should I explain why she's panicking to you guys, or...
Yeah,
This can't be good. I know that.
a platinum probably be that if it's there's like silver, gold, and platinum's probably really strong. So yes, please do it. Please, damn, please.
Explain
So,
why the young key user is panicking.
as you head out there, Mel, I guess I owe you guys that much of an explanation. The client that I got this key from, well, I didn't get it from a client, I found it in a cave. But the client that was buying it wasn't the most clearly upstanding type, if you get what I mean.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
That key has a huge morality. So, the problem is, it won't do anything it deems unjust.
Interesting.
Clearly, I wouldn't even try to sell her that key. She's too much of a novice to make any use of it. However,
It seems to think she's a better fit than the other prospective client.
and was even willing to give me something it really wasn't allowed to. Those crystals right there are what the Celestial King uses to make his keys. Giving these away are the highest level of taboo.
Ooh.
So
So why
She's
have
in
you
trouble.
done this?
She's in trouble.
Simple.
this let us in trouble.
Simple.
Yes, she.
I make a very nice profit.
So what are you trying to say here?
I've asked of something impossible because it asked me of something impossible. It delivered. I had to keep my word. A celestial wizard's word, their contracts, are stronger than any other spells in the world.
So what was your part of the contract?
Well, to that key in particular, that I would find it a user. It didn't specify which user, so I decided to sell it. It wanted to edit the contract, and normally that comes with the key shattering. So, but I agreed to his terms, for exchange of something extra.
I see.
Now, it is not my problem. It is that key's problem, and whoever owns it. It's just not me. Now, the Celestial King would love to have these ores back. I'm 100% sure he would. So I bet he'd be willing to give me a platinum key already for me to give these back.
What makes you think he wouldn't be able to take them then?
Oh, because he's not allowed to. Anything gained by a contract can never be taken away by any powers who work under the same system. And the king himself was the one who made the system. So he also has to abide by under it.
Interesting.
But this is a very interesting development, I have to say. Please tell that rabbit to come back again. I would like to see how they grow.
Oh no.
Well, I would also like to see if they'll explode within a week, but that's another curiosity for me.
Explode?
Explode?
Oh,
What do you
yes.
mean explode?
If they tried to summon that key without proper magical reserves to give it form, the side effects could be explosive.
Lotus knows that she
On the
doesn't
worst
have
case scenario. And no one will truly know if they can summon a key until they try to.
Has he given me the scrolls yet?
Yeah, he's given them to you.
Lotus I'd be panicking. Someone
I'm
better go help
going to intentionally walk out, and as I walk out, I'm going to kick the door back off its hinges.
And Nuka's gonna like look at you like, gee, thanks.
Make a athletics check to break the door.
Damn, man.
Old.
Someone has a lot of explaining to do.
You kick the door open, but it's not off its hinges.
Either way.
I just got all 3 of those keys. Oh god.
But as you leave, so Nuka, Sophia, and Tirsi, do you guys want to, buy anything from here, or do you just want to leave?
Yeah, no thanks. Not at this point.
Nope. Not after what they did to their companion.
Like,
I just want to get the cook's utensils.
Nope.
You still want your cooking utensils?
Yes.
Okay. What's Tirsi's thought about what just happened?
Poor Lotus.
Cooking utensils is 1 gold piece, please.
Got it.
Okay, and you may add it to your inventory.
Got it.
Does anything in this shop catch my eye or anything like pulls me towards it or anything?
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
We'll see if just general perception.
I think I did
Perfect.
that.
As you look around, you see the corner bookshelf case, and one of the book titles interests you quite a lot. It's
Okay.
called, and I have to read this carefully because if I fuck it up, you guys will make fun of me. I also have to update this to being. Let's see, you guys have bought something. Update the relations chart. 35 for Blue. Instead of 40, 35 for Blue. He kicked his door.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
As it is. Oh my god.
I have a guess in my head what it might be, but I might not be wrong.
To death do us together.
Sunday night.
It is a story about a death mark having to make a decision between her 2 possible lovers. A angel mark known as Sophia, or the truly the bizarre but yet fascinating devil mark known as Michael. Both of them are trying to seduce the main protagonist in various ways related to their cultures. Which one will win, heaven or the hell?
Jeez.
Let's rock.
This is book 1 of 8.
One of 8.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Actually, no. This is the full volume collection, so it's bigger than a spell tome. This has
Got it.
volumes 1 to 8.
Oh, frick. You're going to have a big
Oh,
old
that's a-
massive book.
Damn, that's a
That's gonna be
huge
weighing
book.
some.
Is that the only one that's catching my eye?
Yeah.
I'll just look at it. Read it if it's interesting to me.
You open a random page. And I'll read exactly what is on there, because I actually have this written down for this one.
You do. You do.
There's soft wings. All 4 of them. Huddle around me. I can feel I can feel her warmth. Dragging me deeper and deeper into her embrace.
Oh no.
As this seems to be more of a scene, not kind of a sexy scene, but more of a high romantic scene.
I see.
Cry.
I got it.
I cry so much. I've been hurt so much in my life. My father and brothers, to my mother's death. Just having this, my angel, hold me,
No.
as I am suddenly ripped away from my comfort as another warm body wraps itself around me. His blue skin and his one golden eye looks into me, blood dripping from him. Your father will never hurt you anymore. And that is about as far as you get before the book closes, as you see a tiny spirit kind of just shuts it for the kitsune. Hey, this ain't a library. If you want
How
that,
many
That's awesome.
how many celestial crystals that I need to find?
3.
Thank you.
I'd like to get the book.
Okay, since it's 8 books in one, and I mean it's literally 8 books in one package.
Okay.
24.
I might get it. So how much is it?
Celestial.
2.
3 times 8.
24.
Yeah, that would be 2 gold and 4 silver.
For the whole volume.
Uh-huh. Not the whole volume, for the whole book. That has all 8 volumes.
Okay.
And do add this book to your inventory. It weighs 10 pounds.
It's,
It is a very heavy book.
I was just wondering how much it was.
Do you want to buy it?
Sure, why not? Sounds interesting.
We shouldn't be reading this.
Not on Twitch.
Gentlemen,
Not my book either.
please keep all children away.
Alright. If we reach our follower goal, I will read the first volume I have written of this book, like in its entirety, on Twitch.
You actually wrote this as a whole book?
It's one of my old short story.
Upload. It needs to be its own separate upload on YouTube. That's like
Short story.
its own independent
separate.
narration on YouTube. Like, you know,
If we hit our next follower goal, I'll have the cast of Anime Campaign voice the characters.
Oh,
No!
hell no.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
Hell no.
I'm not
Okay, why not?
No.
You guys are mean.
See, I'm dyslexic.
Right?
That'll be suffering for all the viewers to hear my dumbass trying to read.
Like I said, voice the characters.
No, not at all.
This was an old story from like when I was in like high school writing too, so the grammar's god awful. I'll probably have to rewrite the whole thing.
It's okay. Debating.
Because
Yeah.
okay, the story of the story is English class, we had to write a short novel on romance.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Okay. You can tell me about that later. But anyway, yeah, I'll buy it. Yeah, I'll put it in my inventory.
Now, everybody.
I'll give them what it costs. Yeah, there.
So, since we're done shopping here, does anybody want to go to the blacksmith or to the church?
Church.
You know what? I'll head to the blacksmith with Blue's character.
To the blacksmith too.
But
I still have money left.
I don't have that much.
Off the building.
It's a building.
And Nuka?
He's just gonna go out. He just wanted to see what there was. Go check on the bunny.
The bunny is freaking the fuck out as they're heading to the blacksmith.
What? Do you not understand? Oh, God,
Don't worry, Lotus will figure stuff out.
The Celestial King has killed a whole army for just one ingot. Like one of these things.
She stops. She stops and looks at the cat. Do you not understand how much my life is on the line? The man, the book.
Lotus, calm
I'm
down.
panicking. I'm panicking. Oh God, I'm panicking.
Lotus, I just want you to calm
And
down.
you don't want to know. Then you probably
Lotus leans.
then you probably don't want to know what happened after you left.
What did the scary fox man say?
You sure you want to know?
Don't tell her.
She takes a deep breath in, slowly lets it out. Do you know why I'm panicking? Because of those ingots. In the books I've read, the Celestial King has killed for those ingots. They're extremely powerful, and they're raw celestial magic. In the
So
wrong
how are we
hands,
supposed to find it? Find them?
He also can't if they were gained through an agreement. If I remember what the guy said, then he can't technically take them unless there's a trade for it.
Yeah, but she rubs the back of her neck. And she mutters, "It's gonna make my job, my goal of living hell, probably." She mumbles. I'm trying to become a celestial knight. It's hard. She's messing with a piece of her hair. I just don't want to get on the king's.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
I don't blame you. I know you were trying to do a good deed. I'm not very confident, and I'm trying my best to be confident. She's saying this as she's walking towards the blacksmith with everyone. She looks at the golden key that she's put all the new keys around her neck. I need to make contracts with them quickly. But I don't think I can make a contract with this one. She looks at the red one. I mean, not the red one, the golden one. I want to, but I think it's going to take up all my energy.
So,
You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm going to state that we're going to move from this conversation to the church.
Okay.
Yay. Let's go hear God's worship. Hey.
I was gonna say before you do that though, I was gonna say something, but it's like at the same time, it's like actually maybe I shouldn't. I should, but I should. Yeah. Go ahead and do the thing. Go to the church.
So, Tier C.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way to the church, and immediately the door is already open. Hold on, my headphone fell out.
We're fine.
Made.
Alright, let me just make sure people can still hear the audio.
Made.
Yep, they can. Okay, Tier C. As you make your way to the church, it is a very well kept building. As you do, you see the big one door just already open inwards and being propped up by what looks to be a very basic wood nudge. As you can hear a prayer from inside. Knowing the gods, this is a prayer of Ikeno, the goddess of light, to spread her light, justice, and basically general goodness over this town, for it has suffered much during the night and during the day.
I will enter in and silently go into the second to front pew and bow my head and start praying to Michael and asking, just going, Michael, give us the strength and knowledge to lead us through this trying time and help give us the information to heal this broken land and this broken town of their woes and sorrows.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
This is to see if he actually hears your prayer.
I'm just doing this for roleplay!
I reward good roleplay. The slime stops their prayer after finishing, and a message is given to you from your pocket watch.
I pull it out and just look at it.
You can tell that the timeline was altered by you just now.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Which, this is not an altar that your god is mad about, but it's something he wanted you to make aware that this was not supposed to happen, what's about to happen.
Uh-oh.
But
Yeah.
he will allow it. The slime mark makes their way over to your pier. Greetings, and thank you for coming to the Church of Ikeno, follower Michael.
Thank you for allowing me and my God into your church's light.
Michael and Ikeno were great deities beforehand, and they still help the heavens to these days. I was given a proposition. Please, will you please hold out your weapon?
I hold out my mace, but keep my hand on my pocket watch in case I do need to do anything. Just as, like, not threateningly, but just being like, I don't know what's about to happen, so I'm just being cautious. But I hold out my mace to her.
As her holy symbol is glowing, your weapon glows a bright sheen. For your upcoming battle, until your foes are slain, the light of the gods won't leave you. As the slime lark falls completely unconscious.
I move to try and quickly catch her.
You do. She is very light. You would think that she's very sticky and because of the slime, but it's actually all sticking together pretty well. It's not getting on you at all, and it doesn't even seem to stain her own clothes.
I want to cast healing word on her.
I will let you know. You have an idea that won't do anything. She is just...
Okay.
She has a level of exhaustion.
A level of exhaustion? Okay. I will take her and place her into the pew where I was standing, where I was sitting, and just lay her kind of down, because I don't know where to put her, really.
I will state she will not wake up for the rest of the day. Okay, so let me explain what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So Heroesville's church is unique, where they also sell items, but they also sell services, such as casting certain spells. They can cast the Raise Dead spell for 1,000 gold, Gentle Repose for 10 gold, Remove Curse for 100 gold, Lesser Restoration for 25 gold, and what she did, Divine Favor. Normally Divine Favor lasts for a minute, but if you buy it from the church, it lasts for the whole day. But what she did was because the church can only cast 3 spells for the whole party a day, she uses all 3 of those charges, and for the next 3 days, Tier C, you have Divine Favor active on that one weapon. You do not need to hold concentration, but I will show you what Divine Favor does.
Prayers empower you with divine radiance until the spell ends. Your weapon attacks do an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit.
They do an extra 1d4, so.
Yeah.
This lasts for 3 days, not for 1 minute, and you do not have to keep concentration.
Okay.
As Michael and Akeno have both agreed that you will be helping the town. So they have given you a small blessing. However, to do so, they need to channel through the little slime girl. And now she is unconscious.
Oh, poor baby. I want to Oh, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to do it anyways, even though I'm pretty sure this is going to be a bad idea. I want to rip out a passage, a good passage of my holy book, and leave it by her side, being like, knowledge gives us strength, or something like that. Some really good Bible passage.
Okay.
And leave it with her.
Alright. You do?
Alright. And I will exit and go back over towards the party.
Well, that took about 20 minutes, as the rest of the party heads to the blacksmith.
Again, I'm so
Cling, cling, cling. You guys hear the sound of metal on metal action. And as the door is shut, this door is very shut, and it is clearly a metal door. Around the building seems to be a stone fortified building. It looks more like a mini castle than an actual shop. But on the side, written in common, is the King's Armory Blacksmith. Written in like all caps.
Lotus would look at Blue's character, and she'd go, because I can't say his name. My apologies.
I knocked on the door. I don't wanna.
She sort of gives off the suggestion. I'm afraid if I knock on this one, I'll knock it down too.
I don't think I'm very lucky today.
I think the other door. I think this one's more sturdier. I think you'll be fine.
If I knock this one down, you owe me.
She knocks on the door.
Hello?
Loud bang heard as you slowly open the door after knocking. Alright, you goblin fuckers! I'm ready for you this time! Come on, let's go! And you just see, as you enter, you see a man wielding a long sword, wielding a shield, and also wearing medium armor. Looks to be very well.
Lotus gives off a sort of screech before taking out her sickle and going,
Oh wait, you're not one of those green-skinned bastards. Sorry about that.
No, we're not.
Well, technically they're orange.
Well, what the... Orange, green, who gives a shit? Why the fuck are you in my store? Didn't you see the sign that says we're closed?
No.
I almost scared
No.
you, you know.
She backs up, backing into the wolf mark that smells like seafoam.
It smells like roses, not.
Well, currently now
Yeah,
that's
So right now it smells like
the
roses.
enchantment thing to me. I need to bathe in the ocean again before I can smell like the sea.
She backs up towards him.
He just like politely puts his hands on your shoulders and like kindly like maneuvers you behind him and he just says, okay, we've already had one rough encounter today. We do not need another.
Just wanted to see if he could check my sickle.
Sorry, but didn't you guys see the sign on the door?
There was no sign on the door, I swear.
Wait, what do you mean there was no... let me see.
The only sign we saw it was the king's
Well, all we saw was the
thing.
name.
Yeah.
Who the fuck took my sign? Those goblin bastards!
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or he says maybe it's something. Maybe something else happened. Who knows?
Well, come on in, you guys. Come on in. I guess I'm open for business.
Alright.
So what are you people? New guards, pirates, adventurers?
We're part of the Rabbit Guild.
The White Rabbits?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Eh,
I'm
I
Lotus.
didn't know they were still in business at this point.
Yes.
I'm Lotus, and these are my friends. Guys, I can't introduce you all.
Severo Nozada. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Sophia Clawthorn. Nice to meet you.
Lotus Thornheart.
Thornheart?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking great, another Thornheart.
Wait, what do you mean another Thornheart?
Family
What's
seems to
my
have quite the reputation.
Yeah.
She looks at him. What did my father do to you this time?
Oh, he raised the fucking commission rate for the trade route near here. And then the bastard didn't give me any of my metal.
I'm so sorry.
Lotus looks down, like she's ashamed of her last name.
That's not your fault, kid. You don't look any older than my own daughter, actually.
I actually just ran away. Moving on. I actually came.
I feel like we need to sit down at the tavern one day, maybe, and just get you drunk so you could just tell me your whole fucking life story. I appreciate you telling me that. Really fucking weird though, but what can I do, all of you? You guys are adventurers, right? What do you need?
Yeah. We're just kind of. Sophia walks in front of her, it's like, oh, we're just curious what you have.
Let's see, puny arms, not much physique, definitely dexterous. Must be more of a talker than a fighter.
Your inventory.
You
is black
know,
market, sir.
I am a magical girl.
So you point at something and go woody booty and it goes explodes. Well, I can't help you. What about you? What about you, sir? You were talking?
Perhaps maybe a saber, a cutlass.
Oh, a cutlass. Actually, I do have
Maybe
one. I do have something like that in stock.
Understood. Do you have any flintlocks?
Ooh, firearms. Yes, actually. I specialize in making them. I actually made a lot of the firearms you see that the town guards use.
Do you have any simple cheap pistols?
I don't know what you count as cheap, kid.
Well,
The cheapest gun I sell is like close to 15 to 20 gold. Not including ammo.
Fair. Well, that's understandable.
Lotus.
How about you guys come to my workshop? Come on. It's a little stuffy in here.
Lotus loves learning new things, so she just follows eagerly.
And
I just put mine
Save just kind of
over.
looks back at Sophia, or Sophia, is that her name?
Yes.
Okay, he looks back at Sophia and just says, "I'll pay you back for anything that he offers."
It's alright.
What are you talking about? Who's got the most gold?
Well, I believe she offered to help with
I-
papers.
I help. Yeah.
We all help.
All right, so here's the first question: which of you chuckle nucks have actually wielded a weapon before? Raise your hand.
Lotus raises her hand.
All right, one. Oh,
Second.
two.
Can't remember.
Retro.
Retro.
You hear?
Whoa.
He's asking the group who here used a weapon before.
Oh, I didn't know he was in the. Sorry, I didn't know he'd actually gone in with them. But okay. I know he followed with her because he wanted to talk to her about the thing. But
I thought you were just going to the blacksmith.
he was going there because she was going there because he happened to want to talk to her about the thing, and they'll say not to. But yeah, okay. I guess we'll go. Raises his hand.
You've used a weapon?
Yes.
Not you. I don't believe you have. I'm talking about the
other puppers.
the one with the eye patch. I'm
the nearly hairless pupper. I think so. Technically, he did, didn't he?
Maybe. I don't think you did.
Oh, well, you got my attention. That's why I thought maybe I was supposed to.
Well, yeah. Well, I wanted to see what you say, but. So we got two people who use weapons, one who thinks they can use a weapon, and one who can't. Can any of you guys wear armor?
Lotus raises hand.
Okay, Rabbit.
Point at Blue's character.
What do you ask?
Can any of you wear armor?
I mean, yes, but I don't prefer it.
So you don't have proficiency, so you don't raise your hand. Gotcha.
I think so.
I just prefer not to. Yeah, I don't have proficiency. Never mind. I lied.
Remember.
Warlocks do get armor proficiency, I think, but not medium armor. I think light armor only.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, you have infinite mage armor. I think. Young magical girl. I'm talking like this character because I don't want to lose his voice, but
You're fine. I think I do. Do I? I don't.
no, you don't. You decided to make your Eldritch Blast better and also communicate with your familiar.
Okay. Thank you
I
for
have
reminding me.
to double check mine. Let me check.
You definitely don't. Wizards don't get armor.
I know. I was actually thinking about the other thing, not the armor. Armor? Yeah, no, I ain't got no shit for armor. But
you can use simple weapons at best.
Okay. So.
But all right.
No.
Sure. Here, I'll just lay out a few things and see if any of you guys are interested. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, he's got his quarterstaff, so that's about it. I think he's just like bonk.
Let's see, a couple of short swords, a long sword, a couple of scimitars. Let's see, a chain and dagger. Two hook swords, a scythe, a war fan.
Getting vibrant with it, aren't we?
Let's see, two warhammers, a good chain sword. He kind of picks up a sword with a chain attached to it. I was still working on the prototype. 3 flintlock pistols, 4 rifles, Big Mama. He puts down this giant ass hand cannon.
Holy shit.
Whip sword,
Eyes widen.
whip sword.
Buchanan Cannon sees Josie's.
Let's see. Anything else in the back stock?
Cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Oh yeah. Old cutlass.
Old cutlass?
Yeah, it hasn't seen the best of days. I could definitely sharpen it for you again, but it's been well used, so cutlass, he kind of takes out this cutlass, which is a kind of a curved sword that maybe a pirate or maybe a sailor would use, as they are easier to take care of on the seawater. But it looks
easier to handle, but still heavy enough to carry an impact.
However, it looks like it's definitely seen some wear and tear.
That's fine by me.
I'd like to ask you a question. Has any of the goblins stole any of your weapons, swords, rapiers?
Oh yeah, why the fuck do you think I replaced the door with a purely steel one?
Which reminds me, two things. She sort of takes the rapier that she has. Is this one of yours?
How the fuck can I tell?
She hands it over to see if he recognizes it.
It's probably one of mine, in all honesty. I don't care. Keep it.
Okay, then. She looks at him. Do you think you could possibly sharpen a sickle?
Can I see your sickle?
She takes out her sickle, which looked like it'd been good.
Take your time.
It looked like it was the sickle looked like it was well taken care of, constantly cleaned and managed. It had sort of a gripping, like a sort of blue ribbon to grip onto it, black sort of handling.
I guess I can sharpen it, but you can easily just do that with a sharpening stone. You know that, right?
She rubs the back of her neck and says in embarrassment, I sort of lost that a couple months ago, and
Here, he kind of goes over to the anvil, takes one of the 5 stones he has on there. 3 copper pieces.
She easily takes that out of her bag. Like, take it. Gives him 3 copper. She's gonna go walk and look at the swords to see which one is she drawn to. Sort of.
Say
Anyone
that again?
else? She'd go look at the swords after paying for the stone, seeing which one would catch her eye.
Let's go to the other players real quick.
That's why I did it. So someone else can speak.
We'll do blue.
Please.
We'll do blue. So blue. You wanted the cutlass?
Babe, that's what you want? Well, poke.
Blue?
Well,
He's deafened.
Yeah.
Someone else
Dang it.
text him.
I'll message him.
Then, Rose, you wanted a weapon?
I told him I'm good. This is for funny. Like,
do you want a
only
weapon
thing
then?
I probably have.
He's good with
I
his staff
think
for now.
I think I might want one. I don't know. It's like, well, only thing I have on me is a dagger. She
Not too impressing.
Yeah.
If anything, a sharpening stone would probably go you a long way, to be honest. As a DM, I remind you guys, sharpening stones have 5 uses each. If you use a sharpening stone, your weapon does +1 damage and +1 to attack for the next hour.
Oh, okay.
It's non-magical +1 though.
Okay, got it.
But it has 4 uses, I believe. 4 or 5. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Oh,
Do note this +1 does not stack with any magical pluses or anything. So if it has something
Okay.
magic or anything on it, this would erase it. Or the magic just wouldn't let it happen. Since you're not... So are you interested in a sharpening stone or no? Or would you like to wait until you see the armor?
I'll wait to see the armor.
Okay. And for you, Lotus, considering you're planning on becoming a knight, a celestial knight, a lot of these weapons actually look interesting to you. It really depends on what type of fighting style you want to do.
You're still learning about fighting styles.
Basically, you tell me what type of fighting style do you see Lotus using, and I'll see if he has any weapons that are interesting.
Lotus would fight alongside her friends and celestial keys, seeing them as equals and partners. Sort of the fighting style of, how am I supposed to put this? Hard to describe. Quick, swift movements, along with very much sort of hand to hand and stabby stab and head slicing.
Rosie should be the one keeping track of this.
I know I'm not good with math.
Wait, Josie. Wait, what now?
How much money I
Here,
have
you
left?
did it.
Because I have 20 gold. So
They're fixed.
thank
So
you.
there are a few weapons. There is a Yurma, which is a whip sword type of weapon. This flexible but deadly metal sword often is worn as a belt when not in use. You have disadvantage when using the weapon against a target within 5 feet of you. It is the whip sword. It has the finesse, reach, and special property, and its weapon art is whip sword. You can use your bonus action to spin it overhead. The next attack roll made before the end of this turn does a +2 bonus against the targets behind half color or creatures wearing a shield, and deals additional slashing damage equal to your proficiency bonus on hit. Or the War Fan. It is an exotic finesse light special weapon. When you sheath the War Fan, it folds away hidden. A creature searching you for a weapon must make a wisdom perception check against your sleight of hand to detect it. And its special ability is Fan Parry. When a creature makes a melee attack against you, you can use your reaction to attempt to parry the blow. A Warfang gives you a bonus of +2 AC for the attack, or a +3 if you're wielding 2 Warfans. If the creature misses you, you can make a special melee attack with your fan against the creature as part of that reaction. You must not be wearing a shield to perform a fan parry, and you must declare your intents before you parry. The DM rolls the die. Like, you have to declare you're trying to parry before I roll.
Okay.
But you can wield 2 Warfans.
Mm-hmm.
Those two catches your eye because of their fighting styles. A scythe is a nice 2-handed weapon, but I don't think you like that.
Don't think I'm actually ready for a scythe.
A hooked sword The hook swords are wielded to trip opponents, but when using the pair, they can hook together to extend their reach to slash foes from a distance. It has the sweep capability. When your swords are not linked, you make melee attacks on your turn with the hook sword against a large or smaller creature. You may sweep the legs from under them, the hook of your blade. If the attack hits, the attack causes no damage or ill effect, but the creature must make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. You can use this technique once per turn. And then there's Blade Link, which is a second weapon art. If you're wielding two hook swords, you can use your bonus action to hook them together at their ends. While linked this way, the two hook swords become a single two-handed weapon with the reach property that does 1d10 slashing damage on hit.
I have a question,
Mhm.
sir. How much is your hook swords?
Each of them is 15 gold pieces each.
She nods as she looks at the weapons carefully. The fans?
The fan is also 15 gold per. I have 2.
And the whip sword?
22 gold pieces.
Dear God, 22. Okay, guys, I need your opinions. Which one should I get? I only have 45 gold here. Guys?
No. I'm gonna say up to you, but I don't know.
See.
I like the fans.
I mean, those are awesome, but that's just me.
I'm thinking about this. You can move to someone else if you want. While I'm debating this. Downhill.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Sophia or Nuka wants to buy any armors because Nuka can't wear any armors, and Sophia is wearing the best armor they can at the current moment.
Okay,
I
never mind
don't have
then.
any interest
Lotus
in
sort of just look at him and just goes, I'll take a look at your offers before I make any offers on your weapon. I just stuttered. Fuck nuggets.
Sorry, guys.
I'd like
You're fine.
It's
It's
okay.
fine.
Remember.
Rose? I mean, not Rose. Blue?
Yeah.
So, you were interested in the cutlass, right?
Yeah, a cutlass and possibly one of the flintlock pistols if possible, but
The flintlock would be like 20 gold,
right.
not including bullets. Bullets would be 2 silver per shot. And the sword would be about 15 gold. He will state
So
it
that
is
would
in
be-
it is in somewhat bad condition, but it is still a cutlass, and those are extremely hard to make / they're hard to come by in these parts.
would that. This is out of character, but just out of curiosity, would it be able to be repaired
Yeah,
for the right price?
it could be repaired.
I was just curious.
You guys can also come back if you can't buy it now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Grand
that's what
total
I'm
on my math, that would be 35 for the pistol and the sword, and potentially 10 for at least 5 shots with the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Grand total, that would be at least 30, 45.
It's 2 silver, not gold, per shot.
Oh, 2 silver per shot? Okay.
Yeah,
That makes it a little bit cheaper, Blue.
quite a bit cheaper. Remember, every
Mhm.
1 gold is 10 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit different, babe.
So 1 gold would be 5 shots. So you could do 40, 41, 42 gold.
Do you have that much money?
I don't know if Rose has that much money.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's okay. Well, we'll have to come back, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back after I get paid.
Same here.
So you
Absolutely.
guys want just to come back as you guys get paid?
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to, unfortunately. But we would like to ask him to set these items, set at least that cutlass aside to make it easier for him to find later.
Alright, if you pay me at least 5 gold, I'll be willing to fix up the cutlass for you a bit.
Oh no, I was simply asking for him to, set it aside somewhere.
I
to
think
where
he's just asking if you'd hold it for him.
Yeah, that's what he. But he's making the offer. If you guys are gonna come back later, he'll fix up the cutlass for like 5 gold.
Oh, okay.
He'll fix it up.
That'd be cool. I mean, yeah, Rose, would you be willing to pay that 5? I think I have 5 left. Yeah, I've got 5 left. I'll pay that.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, I'll pay that. Yeah, sure.
The cutlass will be done in about. It's gonna take about 2 days for the cutlass to be repaired.
All right.
But I believe this should be all the shopping we need to do, correct?
Yes, onward to battle.
Alright, so everybody, I'm going to call the session here. It has been about 4 hours or so. I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will state, next session we will be going to the Goblin Camp and doing that. We're going to try to get that done.
Sounds good.
I hope you guys had a good time.
I did.
At the current moment, I'm not rewarding any EXP for the current moment.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But I hope you guys did enjoy the stream as well. Remember, if we reach 2 of our follower goals, I will read the first chapter of the fan fiction, or not fan fiction, but the love story.
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
I'm a sucker of love stories. I'm sorry.
But you guys have been an amazing following, and I hope to see you all later.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been amazing players. I will see everybody later. This is the end